no. Fuck. For the corner of my eye, I'm like, it should be red. Start with just go from we were recording and I forgot to press record. Go back to the story.
Anyway, the first time I almost passed out.
Yeah.
Do the 13-mile rug at Rasp and get to the shower. Now I'm like feeling like my bottom lip is numb. I start biting it. And when I start getting dressed, I like look at my boy. What the fuck was his name? Stevenson? I think it was Stevenson. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't feel good right now. He's like, yeah, just come on. Like, he's like, kind of like, just.
You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. I'm like, no, man. Like, I'm moving, but I do not feel good right now. We get outside. We're in line, waiting to go into the chow hall, which is like where they serve breakfast and stuff. And now I'm starting to like get the darkness.
I was gonna say,
starting to come in and stuff. Eventually, finally get on there, in there, and luck. I even remember what we have for food. It was grits, turkey sausage, and eggs, and it just happened to be the sugar was right in front of me. So I literally just opened the whole thing, dumped like half of it on my food, and just started chowing back. Within like a couple of minutes, I was fine.
You were back.
Yeah, because your glucose levels drop, yo, and it's like basically going into, you know how like people go into a diabetic.
Yeah. Get him an orange. Get him an apple. Yeah.
Give him a Red Bull.
Yeah.
That was me.
Bro.
But it's a sucky feeling because you start feeling. It's not even like. It's like a different kind of weak. Because you know, like when you're weak because you're sick, that's like weak, like almost like a tremor from inside that you feel.
Yeah.
You didn't feel like that?
I felt for one, like I had no balance. So that was scary because I'm like, yo, I don't want like my leg to give or like I just fucking fall. So that was number one. Number two, like you said, like that whole thing, I go like, you know, I go like this.
Like,
like,
am I feeling,
what's going on? But I just have to feel better, man. I'm not like when I got sick, bro, I went down to fucking 175 because when I got sick, I was just like, for a day, I was like, it's a stomach thing. I was like, okay, no problem. I'm not eating for a whole day. That's it. Like,
starve the virus. I guess.
Just fucking. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat anything. So I mean, like I said, 16-hour turnaround was fine. But then I'm like, yo, I lost you fucking because I couldn't go to the gym for like 2 days. Lost mad weight, so I'm trying to gain it back now. It's fucking hard, bro. Like,
now how long ago was that?
That was like 2 weeks ago. I mean, I'm back to like 180, like this tonight, okay, 183. Yeah. It's but you said something a couple weeks ago that you were like, yeah, like you can't. We were just talking. You were like, you can't keep eating the same. Like you said you were eating the same, but the workouts are getting
exactly more and more.
So so I feel like that's what's happening to me now.
Expending more calories, you need more.
I need to eat more. So I'm like trying to make an effort. So when I'm eating way more fruits now. So like. Just like for lunch, today I ate eggs and I had bacon, and I just found like we had a pineapple, like cut a bunch of pineapples, saw like 2 oranges, threw that in there. So just jam packing everything with like extra like
oatmeal, dude.
I'm gonna start, So we have oatmeal now. Maris made me these like oatmeal, just oatmeal with like blueberry, Greek yogurt, a protein scoop,
bro.
And she made like a little cupcake.
Like one of those,
and I have them in the fridge, so I'm gonna start just snacking on those
Before I forget, bro. Tell me. Now that you mentioned Greek yogurt, have you ever tried making a mori soñando?
No.
You like it?
Mori soñando? Yeah. Hell yeah,
dude. So you take vanilla Greek yogurt,
okay,
squash, fresh squeezed orange juice, or you can use any, orange juice, whatever. A little bit of oat milk and vanilla, dude.
Really?
And it's like 35 grams of protein. And
I will do it this weekend.
Just like a fucking.
I will do it this weekend.
Soñando. I did it earlier today.
Oh, that sounds so good. Because I'm like, I can't do it. When you said mori soñando, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna do it to myself, bro. But if it's like that, that's
especially
different.
if you buy the oranges yourself.
Yeah.
You don't even get like, I don't put any sweetener in it. You don't need it at all. It's mad good.
That's awesome. I'm gonna write it down.
Yeah. Me and Daniela found that out the other day. And ever since, it's like one of those things I like to have now.
Hell yeah!
Every couple of days, a little treat.
because that's one thing for sure that I'm doing. So anything with like fruits now, I'm eating a ton of fruits.
Fruit's good, yeah.
Yeah. What is it? You said vanilla Greek yogurt.
Vanilla Greek yogurt, like the protein one, like the heavy protein one that comes like, I think it's like 25 grams per scoop or whatever. Fresh squeezed orange juice and oat milk or almond milk, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Shit's good, dude.
And you said something else. There was one other thing you said.
Oh, vanilla. A little bit of vanilla.
The extract?
Yeah. You don't need it either, but it makes it better.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, son.
All right. I'm doing it this weekend.
But yeah, man. Fucking. I'm now speaking of training programs, what we were saying earlier, I'm starting to get, like, because 100 is right there.
Yeah.
It's not right there, actually. It's still 3 months away almost.
I mean,
2.5 months away.
It's right there.
Yeah, it's getting.
Where you at? Like, what was like the last training the last training thing you did for the 100?
20 miles.
So crazy.
And it's not even that like, oh, you ran 20 miles. It's just that like, I ran 20 miles and then it's like noon and now I got to do shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily tired. It's just like, I wish I could go faster. Just because it's just so time consuming.
Yeah, bro. What was like? What do how do you train for that? Are you training for a pace? Are you training for time? Like,
I'm just training with heart rate.
Heart rate. I was gonna ask you. Yeah,
so
yeah. What are you trying to keep it under? In general,
zone 3.
Okay.
At most.
Yeah.
Because anything over that becomes like.
Now you're actually. Yeah. You can't. Bit. That's fucking crazy,
dude. Before this whole thing, I have to run a 33 miler. That's like a 6-hour day.
Yeah.
Like, imagine that. No. Like, you have to fit a 6-hour workout.
What?
Before doing exactly. So, and then the next day is supposed to be like a 10-mile day.
After the 33?
And the way it was explained to me by one of the guys in the fitness unit, Harold, he was like a big track guy. I think he's a high school track coach right now too, and ultra runner and all that. He was saying that the closer I get to it, those runs, he's like, you want to space them out as close as possible too. So you don't want to do your long run really early in the day, one day, and then like for example, like afternoon and the next day. He's like, if you can, try to fit your long run later in the day, where like you're finishing, going to sleep, waking up, and going right into the next run, because you want that volume back to back.
Wow. I mean, I'm sure there's a sign. Like,
I guess it's just you don't want, like, it's as close as you'll get to the 100.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I wasn't connecting. Yeah. That makes sense. Like, you're getting like the best rest possible, which is where you're sleeping.
Right.
But within, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Still sounds like it sucks, but
it's gonna be fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But should be fun.
No, I'm sure.
And then you guys being there is gonna be kind of cool too, and the fact that we're just doing it YOLO style, like there's no actual race.
Yeah. No, I think that for me, it's funner.
Mm-hmm.
It's more exciting. Like, we get to wing it more. I definitely, like you said, like wanna make sure it's recorded. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of funny ass moments.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm trying to have Jason come and
that'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. We should all chat, like. Yeah, your buddy or your cousin, somebody you said, you said Nicholas, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be cool because, like, I mean, it would take someone who cares about this, because it would be so cool, like with Jason recording, then us, like everyone, and then just giving it to one person, and then to decipher it.
Yeah,
it would be super cool to see what that looks like.
It's probably gonna be the crazy,
bro.
Stuff.
Oh man.
And me knowing my luck, is probably going to be a horrible weather.
Oh, for sure. You know what's funny? I was talking to Amaris about this with the half marathon. I was like, yeah, like, I don't expect. She's like, what do you expect? I was like, honestly, I'm just going to focus on training, because the day of, whatever you think is going to happen, I was like, I'm not going to tell myself. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've know this enough.
Yeah.
Like, there's days on a Saturday, like on the long runs, where I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. And then there's days that I'm like,
I feel good.
Yeah, let's fucking do this. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna wake up that day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, like that. Dude, honestly, and I was telling Daniela that too, because she was like, obviously she missed a couple weeks with her running because she got sick and stuff like that. And she's like, oh, my goal. I'm like, don't worry. Like, honestly, I've never hit a time goal on any of my races. Not once.
Everything has to go perfect, right?
Everything, it has to be
Everything.
perfect. But every time I'm done, I'm like, well, I did as good as I think I possibly could have. So
that's it.
That this was this. Yeah. It is what it is.
Amaris hates it, but like, it's because it sounds cliche and corny, but it's true. Like, I don't care with this, all this training that we've been doing, all these miles that I've put in. I honestly, truly don't really care about the race.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, what? So I do bad in a race, and fucking these 200 miles that I've put in don't mean anything. Fuck you.
Yeah,
like,
that is so true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I care. I have more pride into like the grind of like, Monday I have to fucking run. Wednesday got to run. Like Saturdays is a long fucking run. Working out. Like, I'm like,
you're building something other that's not for the race.
Yeah.
It's for you. Yeah.
I'm like, the race is just like a thing that like, oh, on this day I'm gonna run, but I'm
put this thing to the test.
Yeah. But I'm like,
and then probably won't be the last one.
No, I mean, I know for sure at this point it won't be the last one. Like, I've gotten a groove into running now.
That reminds me of that quote. I forgot who it was that said that. And I forgot the quote exactly too. But it's about, he says that a man's happiness comes from a journey to his goals. So we should imagine that Sisyphus is actually a happy man.
That makes sense.
I thought that was like, that's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all like, because you know what else I'm learning? I want to talk to you about this. I've been holding but like, so I've always had the goal of like, which I thought, now I'm seeing it like, that was just like the foundation. But I used to be like, okay, Ronnie, if you can just separate your feeling from your intention, that's like, you're winning. So like, if I wake up and I'm like, I don't feel like doing this, but then you still get up and do it, you're the man. Like, that's it. Right. Now I feel like, oh, like there's like I feel like I felt I'm at another level. Running's been helping me with that. It's like, okay, that's not enough anymore. So now I kind of am like, okay, wake up. Regardless of how you feel, you're going to do because you said you were going to do it. But now it's like, okay, you don't feel good, but you can perform at this level. So you're not just going to show up and be proud of yourself because you did something when you really didn't want to do it. Like, that's not enough anymore. Now it's like, you're going to do it, and then you're going to do it at the level that you know that you can do it at.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's the standard. Like, and I just kind of, I guess, evolved to that now, where like getting up is not enough. Just doing it, like separating how you feel about it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, that was like the beginner stage. Now I'm up to this one where I'm like, I'm excited.
And
like,
you have to also know that like, and that doesn't look the same every day. Because for me, what I always say is like your body, like for example, like there's days that I say you get on the bar and deadlift 315.
It's just next step.
And same thing, military, employment, same thing. Where's it coming from? There? Okay. It's just easy.
Yeah.
Easy. I don't think I've ever really like had a moment of panic.
I have.
Thinking back to it, I've always been pretty chill. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Does it?
That. Not from you. Yeah. Like, I get that. I've always gotten that energy. You're very like.
Yeah. Just never. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it because it just throws everything off.
Yeah. I guess I can't relate. I've seen the other side. I guess that's why it took me a while to first like separate like feelings from intentions. Mm-hmm. I don't know when the change happened. Thank God it did, because this is way better.
It's so much more. And my grandfather was like that a lot too.
Okay,
yeah,
so
I think I got. My mom says that I am a lot like him. And so he was always super. Just, what is the problem? How do I fix it?
Yeah,
and that's it.
That's it.
Like, everything else gets removed.
At work, that's what I tell everybody. Like, the theme for this year is like, what is the next step? Mm-hmm. Nothing else. Yo, but you got to do. What's the next step? And then when we get to that one, it's like
one problem at a time.
Yeah. What's
Did I ever
the
tell
next
you that
step?
story about the dude in airborne school? No.
Maybe.
I feel like I spoke about this. I don't know if we did. Well, I'll say it anyway. I'm in jump school, and we were supposed to take off, but I don't know if it was weather. I don't know. Whatever it was. The point is that we're sitting there for a while. Everybody's like really tired, and then you're sitting with a bunch of shit on you, so you're uncomfortable, right? We're sitting there, and
what do you have on you?
Like the parachute that goes on your back, and then you have like a spare in the front or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, all right, guys, it's gonna be a while. Like, just remove this. sit in the same place, try not to move too much, blah, blah, blah. And this guy next to me, I didn't really know him. Everybody's dozing off, falling asleep, and at this point, everybody's fucking racked out, just waiting for the next thing to happen. And we were next to the door because we were going to be the first jumpers out. The door was open, and he wakes up like in a panic and just jumps out. Like out of the airplane with nothing on him. I mean, he just lands on the tarp. We're pretty high. It was like maybe like a, I don't know, 8 to 10 feet.
Thank God.
Or something like that. And fucks up his back pretty good or whatever. Anyway, I don't know if he was like a first sergeant or whatever, but one of the instructors comes like, what the fuck happened? He's like, yo, I was having a dream that the airplane was on fire and I just had to jump. And he was like, but you didn't even have a parachute on you. Like, what was your plan? And he said, one problem at a time.
So first, I gotta get out this fire.
One problem at a time. Yeah, dude.
That could have been really bad, man.
Yeah. Dude, I remember just kind of like being there because I was never one to like just fall asleep. It's so hard for me to, especially if I'm uncomfortable. So I just kind of like doze off, and I felt him like jolt up, and I'm just kind of looking. I just see him like jump out, and I'm like, did you? What the fuck? And then we go look out, and he's like on his back, like, oh fuck, like it was fucking hilarious.
That is fucking. That shit sounds made up.
Yeah, dude, that really happened. Dude, it's just the way he said it too, because it was very like, yo, one problem at a time.
I ain't worried about that right now. Like, there's a burning plane,
fire, and I know I'm not gonna survive in here. I'll take my chances out there.
That's next level.
Yeah. That's pretty funny shit, man.
Did he end up like what happened? Like
he was fine.
Oh, okay. He's probably more freaked out than anything.
Yeah. It became like a big joke.
I was gonna say, I was sure y'all lit him up.
Damn, I wish I could remember these people's names, man.
That's so funny.
You know, you go through all this stuff and all these schools, and you meet so many people, and so many of them are really, really funny and interesting people, but they just kind of like, I guess, fade out into like the background and stuff. But that shit was, oh man, good times though. Would you ever do it? Go skydiving?
I mean, if someone calls me pussy,
that's usually like
that's most of the time enough to me be like, I'm gonna fucking do it. Shut the fuck up. But there's nothing like there's nothing for me like that. I like anything pulling me to want to do it.
No.
Yeah. If I get enough, I don't even need that much peer pressure. But like if like you, Daniela, Maris.
No, Daniela's definitely not doing it.
But if especially if someone that like I think would be scared is doing it, then I'm like, fuck out of here.
You know, Jason is super scared of heights, and I didn't get him, but yeah, I got him to do it. But the way we got him to the place was around his birthday, and I was like, yo, I know it's your birthday and stuff, but a couple of us are going apple picking, gonna go get some cider and stuff. You want to come? And I already had gotten everything for him, like as a gift. And we get there, and he's like, just looking around. I was like, where the fuck are we? Like, we're going skydiving, dude. And he did.
He did it.
So it was great. He obviously super excited prior to jumps, fucking, all the adrenaline is rushing and stuff. We get in the van after we jump, and they're driving us back to the compound, wherever we were. This motherfucker starts going yellow, dude. And he's like, bro, I'm dizzy. I feel sick. And they had to get him like water stuff. I feel like that adrenaline jump.
The dump.
After.
Yeah.
But he said he's so happy he did it.
That's fucking crazy.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
No, I'm sure it is. It was more poor Jason, bro. It's like you're there. It's like, well, I'm going to say no.
Going apple picking.
Yeah.
And then I know you jumping out of a plane.
You see this.
I mean, all of us should fucking start figuring out how to use parachutes at all these airplanes that are falling.
What the fuck? You know what's funny? Me and Amaris looked it up because I was like, especially for Amaris, you'll start fucking not being able to sleep. And I was like, okay, let's look this up because I'm pretty sure this happens all the time, and they've just chosen this. Yeah. So one person a day on average. So there's 30 people a month die from commercial plane crashes.
commercial.
Yeah.
I thought it was
So commercial could be like commercial being carrying people.
okay.
That's more of the stat. So not like I know you were gonna say like the smaller planes tend to be the ones, but if they're carrying people, like they were all bunched up.
Commercial.
Yeah. In the stat that I was looking at,
I know this year definitely had more fatalities, but it was just because of that one airplane that had like
brings up the average,
like 60 people. Or
Yeah. Fucking crazy though.
Spirit still batting 1,000 though right now.
They can hang their hat on that. Like
yeah, they're like, yo, hey, dude, hey man,
you know who Mark Norman is?
Yeah.
He's be having funny ass little like, but he was like, yeah, I guess like he's like, I guess plane crashes are the new school shootings, and I was like, yo, but I was just like, yo, that ass, bro.
It's what's hot.
Yeah,
it's usually that's how it is.
That's his point.
It's like that. My sister sent me something like, yo, another one. I'm like, yeah, it's the same. Look at last year.
Yeah,
same thing.
America's like, oh, one more crash, we're not going to DR. I was like, yes, we are.
Doesn't.
I'm like, you get in a car every day. I'm like, I'm telling you, we're gonna die most likely. If you had to choose between a plane and a car, we're gonna die in a car crash.
Yeah, 100%. A car is just, and especially with all the people that you see texting and stuff,
bro. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. And now
driving on your phone is like a normal thing now.
Oh yeah, cops don't even, bro. The other day, I'm like, fuck, I gotta send an email. Literally, I was just like, fuck it. There was a cop there, like literally, like he was. Let me see. I was on the left lane, and he was behind me on the right lane.
So he could see.
I mean, he knows.
He could look into your. He could probably see what you were texting.
Bro, I take a peek, and he's looking down too. I'm like, this motherfucker's on his phone too. I'm like, that's what it is. Everybody's on their phone. Yeah. Everybody while they're driving. Yeah. Amaris is driving way more. She's hopping on the highway now. Mm-hmm. So now she's like, I get it now. Like you can see behaviors in the road, and you can tell who's on their phone, who's old. Like something you can point them out. Yep. Like, yeah, that person, like that old lady probably never been in a crash, but she probably has caused like 30 crashes.
Yeah. Sometimes I can see when somebody's like even on their lane, I'm like, he's about to cut me off. And then you just boom, see him. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
It's just years and years of seeing these fucking reps. Mm-hmm. And that's it. I was talking to, who was it? I was talking to somebody about like that skill that you learn when you're a kid. Like if a kid learns something, there's nothing you can do. Like, let's say a kid learns whatever, karate or jiu-jitsu, whatever the fuck it is. As a kid, there's nothing you can do. If you started learning that shit at like 20, and that kid started when he was 6.
Yeah, it's so different. They move different. It's like a different.
You got no
timing.
Chance.
Yeah, it's a different timing.
Yeah, bro. It's just their body almost while it was developing, it developed thinking that is a requirement.
It's almost like a sixth sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we get that at driving, since we've been driving such early that we like. Amaris is probably never gonna get it because by the time she gets it, she's gonna be too old. Mm-hmm. But like,
I started driving when I was 12.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, I started driving when I was like 13, 14. Like my dad started like, kind of.
Because I remember at 12, dude, it must have been earlier actually. Because I'm 9 years older than my sister. Yeah, so it must have been like 9. And it was because my mother was pregnant, and we were like in DR, and we were like at the dead end of the street, pretty far. And my stepdad, he used to work and be away. So one day she was just like, yo, if something happens, you're the only guy that's here. So let's teach you how to drive.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And that's how I learned to drive. Out of necessity, dude.
It was automatic, I assume.
Yeah.
I hope. My boy out here driving stick.
And then, around my neighborhood, they had like a bunch of like the speed bumps. Yeah. And you know how like the speed bumps in DR are way too tall. So
bro, they're thin and super tall.
It's retarded. It's just like almost like a small sidewalk.
Yeah.
And then I would drive right up to it. And then sometimes I'll be driving too slow before I got to it. So I'll be like,
and then roll back. Yeah.
And then sometimes I press doing like, ring,
boom. The muffler.
What the fuck? Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. 9 years old.
Yeah. I mean, DR is different, bro.
Yeah, that's true. I'm happy that my kids like DR a lot.
Yeah.
You could tell. Like, Raiden, I know he's going to love it. Abby loves it out there, too.
Raiden just likes being...
That's what I'm saying.
It's going to be like being in the dirt.
Yeah.
Throwing rocks at shit.
We want to... If we buy something to live in, we do want... Amaris wants chickens, too, bro. She's turning...
You know, me and Daniela was thinking about... We jokingly said in...
Chickens?
Yeah.
Yo.
But I was just like, I don't know if this is a joke. Like, I would be down to at least like a raised coop.
Yeah. That's it. That's all you need. You don't gotta get crazy.
Yeah.
Yo.
4 or 5 chickens.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yo.
I got some cool names for them too.
Come on, you gotta do it, man.
Yeah. Oprah Henfrey could be one of them.
Yo, I'll be down for chickens, man.
Hen Solo.
I like that one. That one's gotta be the chubbiest one.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Especially with the price of eggs nowadays. There's something like Lucy eggs and shit.
Yeah.
I found that so funny.
Get chickens, bro.
It's funny that's like, it started in Hispanic delis because that's what happens.
Yeah.
In all these other countries, like people sell everything to the individual amount. Like over there it's very simple to, it's not, I'm not gonna say simple, but it's like a common practice that if you can't afford a carton of eggs, you buy 2.
That's it.
Buy 2 eggs. And that's happening here now.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that many people ate eggs. Like, I know a lot of people eat eggs, but the hype is like, do y'all motherfuckers actually eat eggs though?
I eat a lot of eggs.
No, I eat a lot of eggs too. But I'm just saying, like, I know Hispanic people like Dominicans like it with mango, for example. Yeah. But like outside of mango, your typical like Dominican dude, like, is he eating eggs?
I don't know. It's enough for it to be a shortage of them.
No. I mean, well, the shortage came from like from the bird flu. They killed millions of chickens, so I mean, it makes sense. But yeah, it's just weird. I didn't think that many people would care.
There's so much shit going on right now.
Yeah, bro. There's so much.
It's so interesting though. Even like learning about the whole thing with the Doge that you were telling me.
How fun people. I'm like, yo, guys. I'm like, you guys are taking this too serious. Take this for the fun shenanigans that they're offering. Like, it's not a laughing matter, I know. But sometimes when I don't have control of things, I rather take it as a joke.
What else are you going to do?
Exactly.
You can't control it.
Yeah. So for me, it's a joke to find, like, because it's like there's a lot. Like, the last one that I was watching was like the Social Security thing. So apparently they were saying like they were giving people Social Security that were like 150 years old. But that's not true. But maybe it is. I don't know. There's like 3 theories.
That's the fun thing about it. That you're like, you hear all this shit and it's like, okay, is that plausible? Yeah, very much so. I know scammers. So it's just like,
scammers?
But how much of it is it really true? Because you never know. You never know.
Because like, right, there's a couple angles, right? You said one. They could be scammers for sure. It can be fucking just... Is this simple, right? Okay, you collect Social Security, right? Or let's say your mom collects Social Security. Let's just say, right? Now let's say that your cousin owns a funeral home, right? Okay, so now you go to your cousin and be like, look, we're not gonna report that my mom died, but we're gonna go do the funeral because I can't have a body in the house,
right? Yeah. Just keep a hush hush.
We're gonna keep a hush hush. I collect 600. I'm gonna give you 200 every month until we die. I can see that.
Yeah,
right.
And it doesn't seem like a lot of work.
And now you just be like, yo, someone ever presses you about it, which no one ever is gonna press you, because I love when Spanish people, like I guess my mom, be like, "Ay, te van a buscar." I'm like, who exactly is responsible for this?
Yeah,
nobody.
Yeah,
right. They always say like
somebody has to. You have to come up.
Bro, you know how hard it is?
Come up.
You know how hard that is to be like, and even let's say you get like 10 years later, you're like, hey, I keep like, I always, look, I get these checks. I just throw them out. You'd be like, well, someone's cashing. But it's not me. I just throw them in the garbage. Maybe someone. But like, why y'all keep sending these checks? My mom's dead. You know, you could, let's say local.
What? But I mean, then they'll follow your bank account and they're like, well, you can't.
But that's the thing. I don't believe. And this is where.
Well, you can also go to a check cashing place.
And what?
That's still a thing.
And then it's like if someone from the government is telling me that they're gonna go check the cameras of the check cashing place, then it's like tip of the cap. But I know you not.
Yeah.
Right. So there's that angle. That's one angle, right? The scammer angle of like someone in the department is like, yo, I'm gonna keep sending you these checks, cash them in behalf of your mom, split. I don't know if that's happening.
Random lady too.
But let's just say it is, right? That's another angle.
Identity theft.
Identity theft. 100%. That's big. What else? So that's 3. 4, it could be just fucking not stupidity. Yeah. Just stupidity. Like they just
reported it.
Yeah, just keep writing checks. Like they just keep writing checks. People are tired of sending letters saying, stop sending us checks. This person's dead. And no one is opening those letters.
Bro, whoever lived here before, I have gone to the post office.
Thank you.
I have literally brought the whole thing. Like, this person doesn't live here anymore. Stop bringing. Still got it today.
Curtis for me.
He's in trouble, Benjamin, whoever he is. Because they're looking for him.
Benjamin,
go pick up your shit, dude. But dude, there's like he's in collections. I don't know what's going on.
There's a lot going on.
The homie's not doing well. But
that's that too.
He don't know.
Yeah,
he don't know. I do, because the post office can get it together,
bro. Yeah. So there's so many like shenanigans. So what they're saying now is that like it's just a system error. Like so. It says it's 150 years old. They said 2 things, I think. It was like one, it's 150 because they gave the Social Security to it's already been rotated or some shit like that.
Oh, like the name? The number?
The number. Mm-hmm. So then it shows like 150 because it's taking the original person, whatever.
It's actually on the second.
Maybe. I mean, I like.
That could be a thing.
Depending on like what kind of like system they're using.
Like you worked for the government before, no?
It was terrible.
Yeah. Every website is horrible.
It's
the way
terrible.
Everything's so old.
It's
a shit show.
We had a weekly meeting. Those old people that I used to work with, bro. Every week, somebody would click a link and we would potentially, we would go have a cyber attack. Yo, the emails were hilarious though from like the cybersecurity team. Uh-huh. It was like, guys, just like you have to read where the email's coming from. If they're telling you owe money or something like that, you're never gonna get billed on your DOT email. Don't press it. And every week somebody's pressing it. Cyber attack. Yo,
people don't read.
Yeah, bro. And just people get scared. You know, all those scams. So they were saying is that the other thing they were saying is that like it's like a system error. And then the error just automatically like a calculation on the back end. But point is, regardless, I don't care what the answer is.
It's having funny. Yeah,
it's funny.
It's funny. Yeah.
It's fun. And then this guy Trump just like, I'm like, have you confirmed this? I'm pretty sure he did it. He just fucking said, we're paying someone who's 150 years old.
Somebody told him and he's like, yes.
Fuck it.
Yes, that's what I'm going to go with.
Yo, that's just hilarious. Dude, and then you got Elon, which is like, yo, he's trying to take your money. I'm like, I don't know. He's
already a troll.
I don't know if a person worth $500 billion, if he's out like me, because there's people like that. I'm like, I don't know if that the guy trying to go to Mars is out here trying to steal bank accounts.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
I'm like, dude. I don't know if that's that's the plan.
I think he's at this point doing it out of his own entertainment.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. He has Asperger's or whatever, and he's a child.
Yeah, it's the one thing that I have seen there, and I was thinking about that the other day. It is just people are so invested into like how they feel about who's up there that for the first time, not for the first time, but at least I started to notice it like the last couple of years with Biden, and now I'm noticing with a different group of people with Trump, is that like people are rooting for whoever's up there that they don't like to fail.
Which is crazy
because it's like you're, in a sense, you're rooting against your own best interest just because you want to be right, which makes no sense at all. Like even if I don't agree with something that whoever's doing, or even if I think it's not the right decision, in my head, at least, I'm like, well, fuck, man. I hope you're right.
Yeah.
I hope this is the best thing for the American people, because if not, we're fucked.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. It seems like most people are like, nah, fuck this dude. I hope he fucking
that.
Like this is it's just rooting for people to fail, which is so stupid.
It's odd.
Yeah.
For me, it's odd. It's like if you and your boy are going for, if you and your coworker who's your boy is going for the same position, and then he gets to be manager. It's like, I don't know. People got to be like, you're supposed to switch.
Yeah.
You go from competing to now I'm like, hey man, congrats, bro.
Yeah.
You keep it moving. That's it.
Get it right. I hope you get it right.
Yeah. Let the best man win. He was the best man this day. Now you root for him to succeed, and you keep it moving. And that's it. You wait for your next opportunity. But it's like that situation, like, it seems like most people won't take it that way. It's like, fuck that dude. He did this. He did that.
Right. Yeah. No, it really shouldn't. Like, I'm not a Trump fan, and he's doing a lot of things that I think are good, and he's doing a lot of things that I think are horrible.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what I really hope is that, I hope this is the best for everybody, because
that's all everybody should want. You should, regardless of who it is, like, that's what you should want.
Yeah.
And I feel like that trickles down, right? Like, what me and Amaris do should be the best thing for our family, right? And sometimes I make the decision, and Amaris shouldn't be like, no, fuck Ronnie.
Yeah, because
she should be like,
be right.
Yeah, it should be like, yo, I hope Ronnie's right, because like now everybody wins,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's how it should be.
I think the best way to approach it is see it as a show, because it is a show.
Yeah, that's
airplanes are falling.
Yeah,
government's getting audited. They're saying money's bro, it's just crazy. But you see, it's a reality TV show right now.
That part specifically, what really got me was last year. Me and Hal were talking about it. Was like when they were, and I don't know if this ever passed, but at one point they were like, we're gonna start they're gonna start auditing us for anything $600 or more. I'm like, that's insane. And then like I was hearing like, oh, because there's like $4 billion in like fraud that we can take from us. And I'm like, I'm looking around like, we good with this?
So
like,
yeah,
am I the only one? I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about? So they like, start clocking me. You're gonna hire a ton more IRS agents. Because I want to send Morgan fucking $800 for I don't know, some shit he did for me, and now Morgan has to claim that.
Pay tax twice on the same dollar.
That's fucking crazy, son.
Yeah. So it's fucking, it's so dirty.
Yeah, and then gross. Meanwhile, like there is, which we all knew, there's a fucking ton of waste of government spending. Which again, now that you bring it to my attention, of course, now for me, I'm gonna watch it. It's funny, but
it's like you should have. Yeah, it's like I saw that and I'm like, makes sense. Yeah. It's not like something like, what? How could they? It's like, no. Yeah, they're you know what it is. I've been already part of, I would say, 2 pretty prestigious entities or organizations, like Ranger Battalion, and now the FDNY, which is considered the best fire department in the world. One of the 2 things, one thing that both things have in common, and I think everything else has in common, is that when you're in it, standing in the middle of it, you're like, oh, this shit is just barely holding on. Because it's just ran by people.
Yep.
And we're fucking a bunch of monkeys, dude. You know what? Somebody told me the other day, and I found that so funny. They were talking about, somebody was telling this story as to how a fire went. And obviously he's building this fucking picture of how cool everybody was looking in there. And she was just like, I was in there. We looked like 8 monkeys trying to fuck a football. And I'm like, that's everything everywhere all at once. Yep. It's just a bunch of fucking people.
That's it.
Trying to figure it out or trying to scam it.
Yeah.
One of the 2.
Yeah. And it's so funny. Like, people always think like the grass is greener. And the older I get, I'm like, I am more of a fan of like, I'd rather deal with the devil I know and the devil I don't for the most part. Unless I truly have the worst of the worst upon me. Because that's what you think. Like, I can pitch what I do and it sounds fantastic. But follow me for a day and you're like, oh, this is terrible. Like you did all that work, you're not getting paid. It's like, correct. Like, but sometimes we do get paid. And you know what I'm saying? But it's like anyone can sell it. But like ultimately it's what you're saying. Like it's a fucking mess. It's
controlled chaos all the time.
The time, nonstop, bro. All the time, nonstop.
Dude, even with me, like I was talking like one of the guys over there too. He was saying that like I was saying like, yo, I'm a risk taker. I'm usually shooting from the hip. I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. He's like, really? You seem so organized. And I was like, I do. I'm like, all right, thanks. I guess I'm fucking playing it well, but for the most part, I think what I am, and not me, but I've known a lot of people like that, and I've noticed that we're all the same way. They're like shoot first. I think we're just used to being in the chaos where it looks like we have control. Yeah. Where like you're kind of more like, okay, this is kind of falling apart a little bit, but let me like fix this up a little bit here, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what it is? I think there's like people that, like I have, like we talk, I make a circle here where I'm at. This is where I'm going. This space, I don't never try to control. Good luck. Go ahead. Try to make a plan that you think you're going to go this way. That shit don't work. Just make sure you know where you want and then enjoy the fucking ride of fucking. And then eventually it's like, oh shit, I got here.
Yeah. And or even like, because that's also another thing that happens. Sometimes once you start getting there, you're like, oh, this is better.
Yeah.
Like I don't want this anymore. Like, no, let's go here. And you know, priorities change and stuff like that. But the point is just like, but the point is to move forward.
Yeah.
I guess, right? Just move forward.
That's all that is.
And however that looks, how that looks. But at the end of the day, like goals change, situations change,
everything,
shit happens, ups and downs and stuff. You just have to know again how to try to control the chaos as much
and just build resilience.
Just bounce around.
Yeah, build resilience. Bounce, man. Just bounce. And then another thing too is like how we live we have nice lives. That's another thing I'd be thinking about. Like it's nice that we get to complain about stupid shit. Yeah. Because we live very nice lives.
And also to be able to, even like all these problems that are going on, look at it as a joke. Because a lot of people are hung.
Yeah. Bro, we got nice lives. Yeah. That's why we can complain about this shit and all this. Because you're good. We're fine. Thank God.
Yeah.
Like, but we're fine. We're good. I think about that shit all the time. Like, I haven't dealt, thank God, knock on wood, like,
She-Rock, but
no, I'm looking for the for the stud is right here. We're good. Like nothing bad has happened to me. Something bad will happen.
Yeah.
But something bad hasn't happened. So it's like I don't know. I just feel like like these little things these aren't real issues. Like that's what I mean. You're like like you shoot from the hip. Like you figure it out. Like these aren't real problems.
It's the whole Sisyphus. Like we gotta. I do enjoy the ride, and it's just who are you building on the way to that goal too?
Yeah,
like that's really important too because you learned so much.
Yeah,
like and if you fail, sometimes you learn better lessons than if you succeed. I mean, most lessons I've never learned anything off of like a really
dominating
good moment.
Yeah.
It's usually when you eat shit that you're like, oh, okay.
This is where I'm at.
Yeah. Like, what needs to change?
Yeah. I think so. I don't know if that comes with age. I feel like or
I
maturity.
don't think so anymore.
No,
I know a lot of people. It's just kind of like, what is the issue?
Yeah.
I think you have to just be more observant of people and like your surroundings and like more introspective, I guess.
Yeah.
As to like where you are in life and what do you want and like it does take some type of privilege to have the time to think about like where you are in life or like where you need to change. Because one of the things that I hate the most is when people say like, well, this is just the way I am. That shit drives me
no
fucking insane. But
you changed. Yes. Yeah. Thank God, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's so
Thank God.
should you. Yeah.
Thank God I've developed. Thank God I've changed. Thank God I've given thought to things and maybe changed my perspective. Thank God, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I changed.
Oh, you're flip-flopping. Yeah, because I learned something probably. Like that's another thing. You are not supposed to be married to an idea.
It's almost
I try to think of everything like the way scientists think of the things that they know. Because a real scientist, what they know is like, this is the scientific consensus right now.
Yep.
We have these theories. These are the things that we believe. These things could change later. Because science changes.
Yeah.
Things improve and we learn to understand things better. Same thing with your ideas. There's a lot of things that I used to believe before that I don't think about the same now. Like,
no.
And you shouldn't.
And that's okay.
Yeah. You could, but you said this one time.
I did.
Yeah, I did. I was wrong.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I do that at work all the time. People, you can tell like they're not used to it. Like I tell people like sometimes I'm like, look, sometimes I'm trying to convince you, or I'm talking very not aggressive, but like passionate. But like also, if you like, don't think that's the right move. So now I got into a habit of like, but I could be completely wrong. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you can like tell me, go ahead, battle me, contest everything I'm saying. And sometimes like I'll say something like, no, this is the best way to do it, blah, blah, blah. Somebody will be like, what about this? And I'll be like, oh yeah, it's actually better. Mm-hmm. Do that.
But you were, prior to that, you're completely convinced.
100%.
This is, yeah.
And it takes a while like for people to be like, wait, but I was like, yeah, but that clearly sounds way better than, I'm like, thank you for mentioning. I'm like, let's do that. That sounds way better. And you move on and that's it. The ego is put to the side.
And you know what's the funny thing? It's when you do it more and more, it just becomes like you don't feel it. It's not like something that you think of like, oh, I was wrong. Like it's just like, okay. And then you just move on.
Yeah. It was like, I was stupid.
Well, yeah, and that changed. And now I don't think like that anymore. And you don't think you're better for it.
Yeah.
Obviously you are, but you don't think you're worse for it. It's just okay. And then now what?
Yeah, I do that with Abby too all the time. Like I'll be like, Abby, you got to do this, and she'll be like, why can't I just do this? And I'm like, yeah, that's I'm like, okay, yeah, that works. Go do that. That makes sense. And that's it. Like I want to give a platform for her, and I can be very. I'm very strict with her, very like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. But at any point, if she tells me like, but why don't you just do this?
Yeah. Okay. You're thinking.
Okay.
Which is what you want. You're raising my point. The perfect, the right idea.
That's what I want.
Because not only do you want to be able to change, you also want to be able to question things.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. Like, and there's going to be some times where like I have to overpower. I can't explain yet because she won't be able to comprehend. So I have to use like no, you need to do like, don't touch the fire. Like, why? I'm like, because it will burn you, but burning hurts. She never felt burning. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, fuck, I just got to. Just know. Yeah. But as she gets older, it's cool to see like her challenging me. Sometimes Amaris catches me too. Like today, I was fucking busy at work. She's like, can you do this thing for me? And all I saw, she gave it to me and it was 15 steps. I said, nah, I'm not doing this. Maris came. She was like, did you read it? And I was like, yeah, 15 steps. I saw 15 steps. She was like, it's very simple steps. You could have done it. It takes you like 5 minutes. And I'm like, this is one of those moments like oh, Ronnie. Yeah, exactly. Be like, my bad, I'll do it right now. She's like, too late, I'm going to do it. But I was like, later I explained, like, yo, my bad. I honestly saw 15 steps. I was like, I got mad work to do. Like, I can't do it. Yeah. But it's just like, yo, ego. Like, you were wrong. It's okay. Don't, like, you have this, don't double down.
Right.
Doubling down on
especially on information. Because nobody really knows.
Oh, man.
For the most part, a bunch of monkeys trying to fuck a football.
Yeah, bro.
That's like one of my favorite expressions, though.
It's true, man. With everything, parenting is the same shit. Like, you think you know, but like really, it's the kids kind of telling you when they're ready for certain things, and then you're like, oh, okay.
And still, you only know as much as you know at that point, too. Like,
just not much.
Yeah, exactly.
Not much. So much variable.
This has been the same thing with my training. That's kind of how I've done most of my training all the time. You know what I started doing the other day? I started looking at the programs that I have built. Because I started exercising this thing of like making these like 30-day charts of like how my workouts are going to look for the month, or what the plan is in the next 30 days. What do I want to achieve? How am I going to get there? Like around 2015, 2016. That's when
wow.
That's when I started doing this.
God damn.
No fucking rhyme or reason. Dude, I looked at those programs and I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? It was so, like, obviously now I'm a lot more educated. I have all these certificates on all this stuff and I'm a lot more informed. But there was, at the time I was just like, yo, this is dope. Like, I'm doing it. Like, I'm organized. But like looking back to it, it was like there was like multiple push days in a row, and then there'll be like this one day like super fucking like cardio heavy, like and like day after day after day after day, and then it'll be like there was so many things I was ignoring too, as to like recovery and my weights. I wasn't even thinking about like where I needed to progress from. Yeah. It would just be like, I want to get to this weight. So what's the closest to that? So I'm going to do that weight. It was fucking crazy. It was so disorganized.
Yeah. But I mean,
got here.
I was going to say, yeah.
And still learning a bunch.
2015, how old were you?
I'm 33 now.
So
23.
Bro, 23 though. Yeah. But at least at 23, you're bouncing back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So like,
if I followed a program like that now, I'll fall apart. I'll probably get robbed though.
Yeah. No, we'll fucking die.
Yeah.
I remember the dumb shit I used to do at 23 and the shit I used to put in my body. You ever heard of something called pink magic?
Pink magic?
Pink magic was this fucking, I'll tell you exactly. Let me see if it's a thing.
Oh, it was like an actual like brand of alcohol?
No, it wasn't alcohol. It was.
Oh, Lord.
It was some fucking, I think it was a test, but it was, let me see.
What?
Yeah. So I took, let me see.
I thought you talking about like a cocktail or.
No. So it was a testosterone stimulator. At fucking 23, I never forget taking that shit. I took it for a little bit and I was just, what the and then Jack 3D.
Jack 3D was insane. You know, I never took it?
Yo.
The bro. What was it that I got? What was the other one?
See, there was C4, Jack 3D.
There was another one that was also very Jack 3D was the one that like it became like
that shit.
Like
was crazy.
it had like a type of like not heroin, but
some wild shit like that. Yeah, they took it down. Like, bro, I never forget. I used to get so itchy and like so like like my head was on fire. So I would take a towel and I'll take my lips and I would just fucking like swipe that towel through my lips, bro, because I would just be on fire. And if you didn't like work, I would have to work out for like 3 hours sometimes. Like, so even when I got home, I'm just like, because my heart rate wouldn't go down.
Did you see the episode of this kid Will when he tried all those?
Oh yeah, I did. I saw it.
You saw which one worked great for?
Oh, the fucking what is it? The beet juice. Steel Monkey. Yeah. It was beet juice and baking powder.
Baking powder.
And baking powder.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, something like
baking soda or baking powder, one of those. Crazy.
Yeah. Apparently it just kind of like flushes out lactic acid and you're able to like just more.
Go, yeah.
But and also beet juice is you're able to like just pump so much more oxygen into your body. I'm on a fruit and vegetable wave. Oh, dude, do your thing, man. So when you're ready to come to the Steel Monkey side, let me know.
What I've been waiting for Steel Monkey is there was something. I'll tell you right now.
Do you take creatine? You take creatine, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you take?
From BPN.
BPN? Do you know if it's creatine or CreaPure?
CreaPure.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's funny because every time somebody has it, it's like, why does it taste so different? I'm like, have just a little bit of your creatine in water and then see how you could taste the same thing watered down. And that's because there's so many fillers in that shit. It's crazy. What is it you're looking for?
You guys had something coming soon. It was for. Oh, here you go. Yeah, I was gonna look at the I saw coconut flavor. Anything coconut, the carbs.
Yeah, I have it downstairs if you want some.
Okay, yeah, I do want to try it if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great for runs.
That's why, bro. That's one thing that I'm like, yo, I gotta stop playing around. I know you keep telling me to take
You're gonna
stuff.
shit yourself if you try it on the race day.
Like I did the last 2 Saturday runs have been 8 miles. I do it. I don't even drink water. Like I wake up at 6. I drink 8 milliliters or whatever with the creatine.
Mm-hmm.
So I take the 2 scoops of creatine. I fill it up to fill the bottle up to 8, and that's it. And I just go run.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I know.
That's horrible. And then that's also considering that you've been fat. You eat dinner pretty early too.
Yeah, I mean, I like today, for example, I eat at 6, and I that's it.
Yeah, so you're basically
12 hours
fasted for 12 hours. Yeah, you know, the other day I did a fast. I was doing some blood work, and I just
we went to fucking IHOP, and you psychopath, and you didn't eat anything.
Yeah, dude, fucking 40 hours, dude. By the end of it, I was fine. I wasn't like sick or anything, but I just felt like I can't even explain it, bro. It was almost like I was an out of body experience.
Let's say, were you high?
I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And it even when I went to eat, it was just kind of like, yeah, food. Like it wasn't like, oh, get this in me. Yeah, it just kind of like went away.
I was gonna say you probably settled by then. Your body's like, okay, we're here now.
We're just chilling.
Water?
Yeah, just
and supplements or just straight up water?
Just water. Yeah, I'll put some
salt.
Yeah, Himalayan salt.
Yeah.
Just to not throw off my electrolyte levels. I don't want to pass out.
God damn, blower. But you probably got a good. You got the reflection of what you want in terms of the blow work, I assume.
Oh, dude, it was it was
there
like
was no,
what? Yeah, no, there was nothing. Because the last couple times I've went, it was for the fire department, like medical. They just let you know out of nowhere, like, oh, you gotta go.
Oh, that sucks.
And then you're just like, oh shit, all right, cool. And they're like, oh, it's just gonna be this or it's just gonna be that. And then like, oh, no, we're drawing blood. And then like, well, I have breakfast.
Yeah, fucking glucose is up or whatever.
Yeah, you're almost diabetic. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
you know, I almost got sent to fat camp the first time I went to
that's hilarious.
The medicals. Yeah, because I got out of I lost a lot of weight in the academy.
Yeah,
there was a lot of like other shit going on, and then it was in the heat. And I was running, I wasn't working out, I wasn't eating enough. I got out of the academy at like 166, 170 pounds, maybe something like that. And when I went back to medicals, I was 185. So they were like, oh, your BMI is too high. But I was still, I was maybe like 11, 12% body fat.
Yeah. In the house way.
Yeah. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, yeah, you need to lose weight. I'm like, no, I don't. Like, I just work out. I'm muscular. Like, yeah, but the BMI, you know, shows you're going to have to go to like, they call it fit camp. It's fat camp.
Yeah.
And I generally like pulled up my shirt. And I'm like,
come on, son.
Are you serious, doc?
What are we doing?
He like kind of like went out. He's like, give me a second. He went out, came back, and he's like, you're fine.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. And now working there in the fitness unit, I see guys that come in and I'm like, why are you here? They're like, BMI is too high. Yeah.
That's so...
Again, a government entity going off of something that we established in the 1910s and shit. We got this kid now in fit camp. He's this big black dude, like fucking maybe 6'3", 275 power lifter. It's like, what? What are you? And I looked at him like, what are you doing here? He's like, oh yeah, I'm with fit camp. And I'm like, what?
Why?
What do you? And he's like, I have to lose like 14 pounds or something like that. And I'm like, all right, man, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
He said, well, I got a meet coming up. I'm like, just go do your thing.
Yeah, I'm sure you know how to lose 14 pounds for one. That's so silly, man.
It's really, really dumb. It's really, really dumb. The BMI should have been out a long time ago.
That shit is stupid.
Yeah.
And again,
we're getting worse. You know what's crazy? That I saw a doctor that was saying that. He was saying that
you about to go on a fat rant? Please.
Being fat now is the new smoking. Like, people are trying to convince themselves that it's this great thing. and like all this positivity about it. We're like, bro, it is like
Chill.
it's literally the worst thing you could be.
Yo, have you?
Other than like actually like sick, like genuinely have a condition sick. The worst thing you could be is fat,
bro.
That sounds mad.
I've never
up,
seen an old
true.
fat person, bro, because they
Yeah,
die.
they die. Yeah,
They're dying.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
Come on, son.
even like oh my god, bro, it's so delusional. Like, even like you saw this whole thing. I forgot what magazine it was. It was like, this is the new healthy, and it was just like,
I've seen all this stuff.
Fat person on this magazine selling. Look, man, like, I'm not saying you should hate yourself for being fat. That's not. No, you should not. Like, I think you should be able to be content with the place that you're in, love yourself for who you are, and understand that there's improvements that need to be made.
Yeah.
But you also need to just find yourself in the space that you're in. Just because you're a big person, you shouldn't be ashamed to go to the gym because you go look a certain way. That being said, I fucking hate the whole thing about like, this is good. This is okay. Like, I look like this, and like the fact that you don't find me attractive, or that you feel
Shame
like
on
there's,
you.
yeah, like, no, go fuck yourself,
out of
dude.
here. Yeah,
That's not okay.
We don't have to lie, man. We don't have to lie to ourselves.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You're fat.
Yeah,
You're fat, and you shouldn't be.
that's it. And like, no, there's no health thing. Like, my whole thing I always say is like, oh, like there's always I had a cousin of mine who was like, nah, I'm on a diet, so I don't understand. Like, it's got to be something else. I was like, let me ask you something. If you starve yourself for a month, do you think you'll lose weight? They were like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. So it's not any other shit. Mm-hmm. Because trust me, if you starve yourself, I bet you, I'm like, it won't be healthy. But my point
lose the weight.
But you're gonna lose the weight. So don't tell me that it's all these whatever. No, there's a small percentage, like everything in life, that maybe there is some
thyroid problems.
Yeah,
and stuff
exactly.
like that. Yeah, for sure.
100%. These are more generalizations, but
and there's the
me,
depression. People deal with a bunch
100%.
of different stuff. Yeah, I get that.
And that's all for sure legit. But that is a very small amount of people.
Yeah, most people are just.
Stop it.
Yeah.
And if all that shit was true, why so many people on that fucking on the semi-glutide shit?
Yeah.
Right?
Did you see
the irony, right? All the people
if
like
this is okay.
Yeah, the biggest
but
beautiful.
there's a shortcut now.
All right, we good. I'm hopping on.
That shortcut.
I'm taking on that.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to the fucking fuck you?
Yep. Ozempic is you seen all the shit that's coming out about it now too, right?
Oh, well, we all knew that was coming.
Yeah.
That was inevitable.
Like, come on.
That was inevitable.
I don't know how.
Motherfuckers going blind.
Yeah, dude, their people's eyes are literally rotting, dude. It's not funny, but it's fucking. You know what it is? It's just one of those things that is like, this sounds so fucked up. But imagine going up to that person like later on, and like they're blind, their fucking eyes rotted out of their face, and you're like, all right, dude. But what did you think would happen? Like, you thought you were just gonna take this drug, and it was gonna make you lose all this weight, and it did. It also made you lose everything else, like your eyes, your bone mass.
Yo,
you know, people are getting osteoporosis.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a form of arthritis because their bones are starting to get so
brittle.
Yeah, it's so like, I don't know. Honestly, like, it's like the first thing I thought when I heard that. I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna go over.
Oh
great.
yeah, and now it's going like you seen that brand them like Hims.
Mm-hmm.
Like now they're like promote, like now they have it. So like now it's getting to like, you know, like you don't have to even go to a doctor. You're going to get to go to those kind of alternative Hims doctors that like someone sees you and they give you whatever. So
Yeah,
like,
you just kind of like FaceTime. And
yeah.
Yeah, you're fat.
Yeah,
here.
you're good.
You got money too?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's dude, people are, it's just the irony of that though.
Yeah.
They're like this whole fat is great, but then those same people are now, it's the work. Even work out, like even the name of the thing says work in it, and people don't want to do that. But it sucks. And I also, a lot of times when I tell people about when they're starting their fitness journey or whatever you want to call it, I was like, forget about the weight right now. Like, you're trying to build a habit.
Yep.
Like, you're just go go and show. You see how we were talking about, like, when you want to go to the gym, you want to go real hard. You want to go like just like enough where like you start getting those endorphins and like beat yourself to the ground. Not beat yourself to the ground, but like beat yourself to a point where like you come out like, oh, that was fucking worth something. For when people like that, when they're starting, I'm just
no,
like,
you don't want,
just get there and feel good that you did something for yourself.
Similar
like,
to what I was saying, like my first level is just like, it's okay to not want to go to the gym, but just train yourself to just go to the gym. That's a win, right? Similar to what I was saying, like that is what you want to train yourself to do at first. Like not kill yourself, like you said, because you might not want to come back the next day. You're like, I'm not doing that shit again.
Yeah, you probably sore for 2 weeks.
Just fucking separate people. Like, how important is that? Like, just separate. I'm trying to instill this in Abby. Like, I don't lie to her when something's gonna hurt, but I just be like, look, this shit's gonna hurt, but it's gonna hurt, and you're gonna do it, and then that's it. Like, I just want to instill in her, like, yo, some things you just gotta, but just do it.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Rip the band.
Literally
rip the band.
Literally, that was one of the things that we learned. I'm like, look, there's nothing we could do here. You got a Band-Aid. This has to come off. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gonna sting for a second, but it's gonna sting. There's nothing we can do because I want to get her to that. Like, I don't want to sugarcoat shit. Like, nah, you have to deal with shit. Like, and then those same fucking kids then grow up to be these little fat kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have these uncomfortable conversations. Start them early. Fucking.
But that's the thing. It's not even kids anymore. It's like adults or that.
Yeah, but it starts there.
But it's, and people our age too. Like, it's like now I'm seeing like in these programs and stuff, like you see these grown men like just whining and complaining and looking for a way to, like, if you hold any way type of like standard or hold them to a fitness level that you feel like they should be at, or an attitude level they should be at, or whatever, they now turn this shit on you, and now like you're the problem because you're not me. It's just
you're not reinforcing, you know.
Yeah, exactly. What do you want? A fucking cookie?
Fuck
like every
you.
time, like, oh, like it's just, you're a grown up.
Yeah,
fucking deal with it.
You tried, you threw yourself out there. That should be enough. I hate that.
That's one of the, like, oh well, at least I did something. Like, that does not suffice. No. Like,
if someone fucking is better than you, like, yeah, that motherfucker works harder than you. That's why he's better than you.
Why did he beat me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he probably put more time.
That's it. He put in more work. I do that to Abby too. She's like, I'm good in jiu-jitsu. I'm like, you're not good in jiu-jitsu.
I remember you said,
yeah.
Mason has been trained.
Mason has been trained every day. He will fuck you up. Don't ever forget it.
It's true. And it's just, even, like I always say, like there's a lesson in that too. Like if you're always like, oh, let's say you were doing something and you fail. Like, oh, it wasn't in God's plan for me, so it just didn't happen. So it's like, no, you probably didn't prepare. You didn't do it correctly. You didn't try hard enough. And there's probably a lesson here somewhere that you could learn, but you're kind of like bumping it up to just like, oh no, this higher power said,
it wasn't my time today.
This is not for me. He has another plan for me. It's just like, no, like learn from what is it about this moment right now that, why did you fail, and what could you learn, and how can you maybe get here the second time and actually achieve it?
Yep.
But it's a lot easier to just be like, oh it's just this spirit that said that I don't know.
Shenanigans, bro. And then the other thing too, like going back to the gym thing, like especially like when you're big, whatever. I was big, so I can talk about it. It's like, bitch, no one's looking at you. That's the part that people keep forgetting. No one cares about you because you think everyone's looking at you. Everyone's looking at themselves. Everyone's criticizing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like the dudes that are brolic in the gym, literally, like sometimes. Like I work out with Hav every day, and sometimes I forget that Hav is there.
You guys told me you don't talk.
There's no talking. Yeah. We just like, it's almost an accountability thing. Like whatever, like he's there, I'm there, but there's no talking. I don't want to pause what I'm listening to, even if I'm not listening to anything. I don't want to make believe I'm pausing it because I've been ignoring everyone around me. You know what I'm saying? Don't just, everyone's worried about themselves. No
As
one's,
they should.
Yes, no one's worried about you,
especially at that time, because you guys go
We're there at 6.
Yeah, nobody wants to talk.
Everybody's there to put in work and go home, shower, and go to work.
They have a whole thing to take care of for the rest of the day.
Thinking about you.
Yeah, same thing. And sure, you see those people that you're like, oh, because you see the familiar faces over and over again. But sure, you might get in a conversation here and there, but for the most part, if I'm doing something, I make it, especially if it's like a circuit, I make it very obvious. Like, my eyes are down. Like, not right now.
Yep.
Later, when I'm changing,
for sure.
Say what's up.
There's a kid that started in jiu-jitsu. He does like 9 classes. He never sees me. He came to a morning class, but he's always gone to the gym. I didn't know either, but now that he's there, I set the tone immediately. I'm like, oh, this is not a thing. I see what kind of, no knock on him, but he goes to the gym differently than the way I treat the gym. And I'm like, I see what this is. So I'm like, I'm gonna set the tone. He came to say hi. I gave him a handshake and turned right around. Didn't give him the opportunity to start talking. Now that's all it took. Now he'll be like, and I'll be like, that's it, nothing else.
Yeah, see you later.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, because
we're talking jiu-jitsu, man.
You know what it is too is that, like, for example, especially for me, and I mean obviously not only for me, but like for most people, especially if you have a family, if you got kids and stuff, like your attention is on someone else.
Yeah, man.
I'm taking care of, let's say, things here at home, and then I go to work and I'm trying to like take care of 300 people literally.
Yeah.
Then I come home, I'm doing the same thing. So like when I have like that hour and a half where it's just about me, don't interrupt it, because like now you're kind of like, you're throwing the balance off. Like, this is, I don't get much and I don't give myself much, and I'm completely okay with that.
Yeah.
But the little bit that I do give, just give it.
Let me have it, man.
Yeah.
Running gives me that. So that's like one little thing that I like about it. Like, I like starting my day. Like, Saturdays are the best. I used to, not that I dislike Saturdays, but there's certain Saturdays where you're like, you've got nothing planned and you got 2 kids in a small apartment. I'm like, yo, this is going to be a brutal day. Like, since running those long runs, it's different. Like, you get home, I'm exhausted, but I'm happy. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already had my time to myself where I did everything, and now I'm like, all right, bring it on.
That's
like,
what it is.
You know, I'm chilling now. When we staying home all day, no problem. Like,
go crazy.
Yeah.
Scream.
I'm chilling.
Yeah.
So I agree. Like, that's my time, you know?
And you know what's, and for the most part, I'm kind of like that, like, just in general, because even I don't mind doing things with, I actually enjoy it. I love, like, I've yet to charge somebody for a program.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a fitness instructor by choice. I get to do it for what I believe to be the greatest fire department in the world. I love what I do because I'm trying to set the pace for the next firefighters that are coming. Everything that I know and other programs that I built, like, I sure, money is great, but like, I don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't need it. So like, for me, like, to have somebody be like, yo, like, I really need some help. Like, all right, what are your goals? I want to lose weight. All right, here's this program. Here's how you follow it. Cool. Like, oh, you don't need to charge. No, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just fucking do it.
Yeah. Let me know how it goes. Most times, you know, people just disappear and they just go back to what they were doing. But there is times that, like, people do keep up with you, and they're like, yo, I did this, I did that. And it was, you know who's in one of my programs now? Lewis, the barber.
Oh, for real? Mm-hmm. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Good for him. And now, like, his kid is like at a good age. I believe he's about to be. I think he's the same as Raiden, maybe a little older. It's a good age now, like, you know, to jump in it, because it's easy to get caught in the trap. And then, because he's not fat, but he's definitely he's a bigger dude, pudgy.
Yeah, he has a lot of muscle on him too.
Yeah,
so that's kind of like, because he wants to do the marathon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I should connect with him. You know what? I can start getting haircuts with him. I wouldn't get haircuts with him before because it was weird. He was my tenant.
Not only that, I love him. He's a great barber, but motherfucker's pricey though.
Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, my barber is pretty pricey too. How much is a haircut for him?
60.
Super pricey. I pay like 45.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot more going on.
Yeah.
But it's still the same.
Okay.
Now for you should not be playing. Like, even 45 for you is crazy.
Yeah, but you know what it is? I pay 45 more because I'm like proud of him.
Mm-hmm.
So like he started in a barbershop, and then we started talking, and then he was like, yo, they gave me an opportunity to open up my own. I was like, yo, bro,
Oh, it's his own barbershop.
Yeah,
oh,
so
cool,
he actually opened up his second barbershop.
Nice.
So I feel like, and then we just talk business. So it's like I almost pay him a little more, just because I'm like, keep it fucking going, bro. Like, I think he's like 25. I give him.
I keep going back to Louis because I like him.
Yeah, exactly.
I like him. Yeah, he's a great barber too. But I like him, so I'm like, I'm staying here. This is what it is.
His family's super sweet. Like I have 4 units where he's. I'm pretty sure he's still there. He was the only one, bro. Never had an issue with him. It was,
I can see that.
Yeah, I gave him a bad tenant upstairs, and that I was like, damn, son, that was stupid. Like I always try to take care of my tenants, so like I think about everything for them,
right?
Because I'm like, you don't
make your life easier too.
Yeah, and like you don't want to lose them, because the thing is, like, you lose stars in anything, even at work. Like last thing you want to do, bro, is fucking, because you're a little bitch or you don't want to deal with it, you then the stars leave you. That's like the worst thing you can do. Get rid of at all costs. Do whatever you got to do, because these stars, like, bro, they never missed a rent payment. Never. They never bothered me. When they asked for something, it was something real. Like I don't like. Most likely, Louis took these steps already. And then he finally called me, like, like
he was out of options.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you got to take care of him at all costs. And I fucking got this lady, this fucking piece of shit lady. I felt
Is
so
that
bad.
the same lady before we moved here? I remember you were trying to get rid of somebody.
Oh, it was probably a proper. No, I lasted I had a 3-year eviction.
Good Lord.
With a lady in Edison. That was wild, bro. I'm pretty sure she's one of the reasons why I don't want long-term rentals anymore. Because I realized what a professional tenant in New Jersey can do to you. And I was just like, it's not worth it.
Damn.
Like we'd rather just buy, like, I'll buy a rental in Florida where you can, like, someone doesn't pay rent. Like, they got 30 days to get the fuck out. Like, or the sheriff's coming to get them. Like, it's unfortunate.
As it should be.
Yeah.
That's like a weird thing, because like I get it. I do understand that, like, okay, you shouldn't just throw people in the street. Like I don't, like, I feel like you should help each other or whatever.
Yeah.
But to say that, like, there's people that sometimes go, well, you said 3 years.
3 years
without paying rent, and you're just kind of like stuck with them.
Yeah.
Because the law is like, but I'm going broke. And
that's what people don't get.
It'll be one thing, and they're like, all right, well, the government's gonna give you whatever they were paying,
and then we'll go after her or whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. But no, you just lose your money.
Nah, yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, people think, like, I fucking communicate this to all tenants right away. For one, they never know I'm like a owner. I'm a property manager. They be like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "I'm a property manager." So if they don't want, they can look at public records and see who they don't do that. It's on them. Property manager. But I always explain, like, listen. Because the natural thing for tenants to think is like, yeah, that landlord's rich. I was like, well, if you look in public record, there's a loan on this. So they don't own this, for one. They have to make a monthly payment to the bank. Now, you rent the property. So ideally, the money that they make, they're like, yeah, they make a bunch of money monthly. I'm like, okay, well, the loan here shows is, and I'll pull it up for them. I'm like, $3,000. How much rent you pay? Oh, $2,500. I'm like, oh, so they're actually losing that. I would never do that.
Yeah.
But like, you show them that, because, like, yeah, the landlord's taking mad risk. Like the mom and pop landlord, they're taking crazy risks, putting their money out there to, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I want nothing to do with this.
It's like the same reason why when I was buying property here, a lot of people are like, oh, you're gonna get a 2-family, you could live for free. I'm like, nah, dude, I want my house.
Yeah.
I want my house. I want to be alone. I want people to fuck with me. I don't even want neighbors. Like, these people just popped up, and I'm like, ugh.
Which ones?
Like the house that they built right here.
Oh, the new build.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot where I see where. Yeah.
I didn't even, like, it's still kind of like. Ugh.
Have you met them?
I met the dude outside once, and I was like, "What's up?" Kind of like.
That's good enough.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
I saw him struggling with the snow and shit. I'm like, "You want some salt?" He's like, "Nah, I got it." I'm like, "All right, cool, dude."
That's as a neighbor, that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dude, nobody here knows what I do for a living.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm very private. I'm friendly to people.
Yeah. That's what you want to be.
Funny. I'm not gonna say his name, but there was a name. one neighbor once here. I was doing some stuff outside, and he comes in and he just starts talking to me or whatever. No, what's up? Yeah, cool. And he started just kind of like pouring a lot of stuff at me, personal stuff, like, oh, and this person did that, and this, and then my son, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's crazy, yeah. You know, I'm just kind of like being courteous and shit. Like, oh, so like, and like kind of like gives me like that like hint of like, oh, like what's going on with you? And I'm like,
not much, same
man.
old,
Just, you know, fixing out here and stuff. But anyway, you know, nice meeting you. And like, gave nothing.
That's it.
My name is Morgan. I live across the street.
That's it. And you just be nice.
Yeah,
that's it. Like with the tenants, no one knows. Like one guy was like, "Yo, what do you do, bro?" I see you at he's a firefighter. So he's like, I be home random times. But he's like, but you be home in sweats all the time. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't even know if I own jeans. He started dying. He's like, yo, I've never seen, I either see you, he's like, you work out a lot. So I always see you in like either you're in like sweats, but like you could tell you're going somewhere, or like you're in sweats because you just came off the gym. That's all I see.
There's like the dress sweats. It's a studio sweats. And there's like sweats for like home.
Legit. And that's it. Or you see me in shorts, like with the tights underneath. Like, that's it. And I was like, oh, I'm in real estate. He's like, yeah, but he's like, oh, you sell. I'm like, no, I'm not. Always people think I'm like an agent. I'm like, oh, I'm not an agent at all. I'm like, literally, I don't even look at it. Like, we just flipped a house. It actually came out pretty nice. I'll show it to you. I never saw it. Never, like, it came out fire though, but like Ryan, none of us saw it. We just,
you know what's, even with work, like a lot of people that, you know, that in the fire department, they're like, because obviously I got some nice things over there. They're like, yo, what, like you don't even do overtime. Like how are you affording all this stuff? I'm like, yo, I got other shit. Don't worry about it, dude. Because people like, I feel like, I don't know. You know what it is that I feel like the social media aspect, it's bleeding to like everyday life.
Swipe. You'll see like there's like before and after. So you'll see like
oh, these are cool. Nice, dude.
Came out nice, right?
Yeah. Looks really nice. Yeah. And this fucking wallpaper.
Yeah.
It's gross.
And wallpaper is the worst to take off, bro.
Fucking roaches everywhere.
Wallpaper, bro. Literally, like if they use like glue, like you're talking about like, I mean, at this point, I know the guys just use like 1/4 inch sheetrock and just go right over it because it's literally not worth it. Like the amount of effort to take off wallpaper is a motherfucker. Like back in the day, wallpaper, that is just glue.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like the paper just stays on and you're just tearing
little bits and
like,
pieces.
Yeah. Like it's like the atoms of the wallpaper. Yeah. This looks nice, man.
Yeah.
Really,
never
nice.
seen it. America's like,
is that on the sink?
I was like, you want to go see it? And I was like,
nah.
Yeah, I mean, we could. Like, as an open house, we can go like and just, you know, I'll see like Vin there.
That island looks like mine.
But it came out fire, man.
Yeah, it does look nice. How is Vin?
Vin's good, bro. Vin's good.
Is he still a firefighter?
Yeah, I know. So Jason, his brother-in-law and one of our partners, he recently left. Crazy. He's 40. He's 40 or 39, and he's done.
Oh yeah, you told me he's the one that got in. Anyway, he was, dude, imagine.
He's done. He's like, yo, give me more projects. Like, I got nothing to do.
Good for him, man.
He's done. Vin was like right behind him, so Vin should be done.
Vin checked out a while ago.
Bro, he's been doing it for like, I think it's like 18 years in already, 20, something like that.
I think he's probably just going to wait it out.
Yeah.
He don't need to. He's probably doing it just for fucks.
He's already
so
there.
Easy. Anyway, he could do what he does.
He's a full-time agent.
Yeah.
Full-time agent, does that. Chilling. He has his 2 kids.
That's great.
He lives in a nice area.
Yeah.
You and Daniela should go there. Like just drive around Red Bank.
Yeah, I've been around there.
Okay. It's super nice restaurants and all that. You guys should go. Like in the springtime, it's mad nice. There's a bar that I go to always.
Yeah.
For like meetings and shit. We should go.
This place is getting nice around here, dude. Again, they're doing more and more shit.
Bro, I'll tell you, but as long as the mayor is that mayor, and like as long as they keep that monopoly going of like the last mayor being owning the most real estate, this guy owning a bunch of real estate, they're only gonna keep reinvesting. You know what they have to fix? Where Munchies used to be, They gotta fix that area, man. That fucking yellow.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo,
it's just let
just
that go.
figure that shit out. Like that shit, like you're fucking up the flow of that place. Like,
it could be that strip could be so.
there's water.
Nice,
Like
dude.
that's what I'm saying. Like fix it, figure it out. It's just too big of for one. It's too big of a structure. That's number one. You can't have 5,000 square feet. You're setting anyone up to fail. That's too much for a place this small. Break that shit up.
Yeah, because exactly. There's not a lot of even if you have a dope ass place. Let's say if people here actually go there often, it's still not enough people
to fill.
Yeah,
you're setting anyone up. Tear that shit down. Build little, like almost put like 3 buildings, maybe like with 2 rentals on top, like Cranford. Like they have a lot of those little and this so they can have nice restaurants and then with outdoor dining for each of the 3 buildings. That's how you do it, man.
Dope. And then fix the fucking sidewalk so it could be nicer to run.
Yeah, bro.
If there's one thing I would say about this area is that it's not runner friendly.
No. A lot of it has to do with the trees.
Yeah, a lot of trees around here.
Yeah, you know the government subsidizes Rawway because they have exotic trees.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh cool.
And I don't know if you noticed, but like in the springtime, a bunch of different colored trees start popping up. Yeah. So the government give Rawway money.
I gotta figure out yo, bro, the wind the other day. There's like
oh my god!
It was like there's like
the fucking tornado. You mean?
You know, there's like a maybe like 2.5 foot hole in the ground in my grass.
For real?
This big ass fucking branch fell and it happened to fall sharp side down, which I don't even know how that happens. Because
the wind,
you would
bro.
think if something's gonna fall, a branch, it's gonna fall this way.
Nah, son, not with the wind,
like
bro.
This. That shit was flipping and shit, dude. It almost took out my fence. It missed it by a fucking cunt hair, dude.
And it's the humongous tree you have. I love that tree though.
I know.
Clutch Summers.
It's a bitch though to clean up after.
Summers though.
Yeah, it's nice down there.
That's big. It's clutch, bro.
And out the fireplace.
Oh, we haven't used it.
It's been too cold.
It's been too cold, man. Fuck.
You know, I've had to empty my cold plunge twice now, and I couldn't get in it
because it was just
solid.
Yo, it's at the nights, bro. Like these last couple of nights, it be down to like 9 degrees, bro.
You didn't see? I didn't show you. So there was one day I think I sent you that one where I was able to stand on it.
Yeah.
But I was able to break it. And I was like, this is funny. Whatever. But then it's gotten colder ever since. If I fill it up, last time I literally had to tilt the entire barrel over.
Don't tell me the whole block.
The entire thing was
That's
ice.
crazy. You could sell that like back in the day when they used to sell ice.
The entire thing was. It's actually still sitting out there. And that was about 2 weeks ago. And it's still sitting out there, the ice. I had like the little rubble ducky.
Yeah.
I couldn't get that bitch out. It's still fucking on there.
Gotta wait it out till it thaws.
So I like what I.
Oh my god, I forgot. It's not the thing anymore. You have the tub.
Yeah, the big tub. Yeah, the Rubbermaid.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. It's great because you get to lay back. But what I need to get is I'm gonna get the fish tank filters. You know, like when you have like a little,
like literally like a filter,
like a fish tank,
yeah,
kind of thing. There's battery power ones that like go under the water just to keep like the water moving and circulating.
Oh, so you don't get the thermal barrier?
Yeah.
Wait.
That and so it just doesn't freeze.
Oh, because the water keeps moving. Yeah.
I'm sure it'll still get like a layer, but hopefully
you can break it. Yeah. No, similar to like when it's freezing, you have to keep the water running a little bit, right? Yeah, so pipes don't freeze.
Yeah. Learned that lesson the hard way.
You did? Because I learned the fuck out of it. I had a pipe burst.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nah,
I had a pipe burst. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't a pipe burst. It was the tub upstairs when I had the 2-family, like when the one I was living in. The tub upstairs was the pipes froze, right? So I never forget. We were going to Trader Joe's. So whatever. We were trying to figure it out. I was like, let's just go to Trader Joe's. We'll figure out when I come back. I turned the knob to have the water run, but I forgot to close it because nothing was coming out. I went to Trader Joe's. When I come back,
flooded.
The bathroom upstairs flooded, which led to the downstairs living room flooded, which then the floors of the first floor hardwood were just like lifted up.
Oh no.
Going down to the basement.
Holy
so
shit, dude.
And I didn't have a tenant yet. So like, you know, I'm paying like, you know, a good amount of mortgage, which funny enough is nothing. I was paying for that house. My mortgage was $2,400.
What? Oh my God.
It was $2,400.
That was Church Street, right?
Church Street. Yeah, I was paying that $2,400. Then I got the tenant for $2,000. So then me and Maris were living with the for $400.
Do you remember putting the fucking refrigerator up to the second floor?
I will never forget it.
I thought I was gonna die that day.
I know measurements on. I can. The first thing, one of the first things when we're looking at a house, like if I barely go now, but if I look at a house, one of the first things I look at is the door frame. Dude, I swear to God, because I'm like, oh, that's a 28 door frame. It's like, yo, how do you know? I'm like, because I'll never forget. Like we had our fridge was 28, and we had to go through a 28.
Dude, it was impossible. And I remember at one point,
oh my God.
Like I was just like, I remember I had like my knees. I was like sitting under it on the stairs, and you guys were at the top, and I was just like, guys, I'm a fuck. If this thing comes down, it's just gonna fall on top of me. It's a fucking wrap, dude.
Son, I had to spend while I was there. I wonder what those guys are gonna do, the owners. But I spent 3 fridges worth on repairing the fridge because I was like, this is it. Like, I don't care. I told the guy, like, listen, like, hopefully you don't jip me, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not buying a new fridge. So if you're telling me that I need a new fridge, what I'm gonna ask you to do is I'll buy the fridge, and then we're gonna have to disarm this one, and you're gonna add the parts. But I'm like, we're not bringing a new fridge in here.
Dude, that was fucking.
Never.
I think it was one flight of stairs, and it took us about 45 minutes.
That shit was no joke. The hardwood floors were cooked.
Destroyed. The walls,
everything
fucking destroyed.
Everything.
This is like you had just started this venture, but
just started.
That was pretty new, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like there was so many. Again, like what we say is like you don't need to know everything, fun, man. Dude. We're gonna buy a fridge and we're gonna get there, and then it's like, all right, we're here now.
Now what?
Just go.
That was fun, man.
Was.
Damn, dude. And now I'm here. Everybody's here.
Yeah. This is the best, man. Like I said, like sometimes I was telling America, like, we haven't seen anyone.
It's our own little Austin.
That's what it is. Everyone comes here. We don't, like I said, we don't have to do everything together. I almost like that. Like we do our own things, but it's just knowing that we're here, knowing when we need to do something. Summers comes, we're going to start meeting up more together. But like, it's just that.
But even still, I feel like when we go like 2-3 weeks without seeing each other, or like something, I was like, it feels off.
Yeah, see what these guys are up to. Yeah. I mean, everybody been sick, so we've had like a weird fucking break from all of us from each other. But it's all, man. I don't know, like how people, so many lonely people, so many families. Like it's so easy to isolate when you have a family.
It's the most connected we've ever been, and the most isolated we've been at the same time.
Yeah, man. And it's like if you like as a family. It's just I can see why a lot of people fall into this thing and to this routine and it's just easier not to take out the kids, and it's easier not, and it's like you gotta fight that. Mm-hmm. You gotta keep fighting that.
And the communication through phone gives you the illusion of like having communication with this person. But it's not the same than like kind of being able to like touch somebody and like talk and see,
laugh,
and express and laugh. And
and you're not on your phone. Thing. Like when you're most of the time when you're in live with people, you're not on your phone. Like when all of us are together, it's maybe the girls if we're watching a fight, maybe they might be on their phone. But for the most part, we're laughing. Everyone's like right here. The phones are down. If me and you are texting, me and you are fucking watching TV. Mm-hmm. You're talking to Danielle, I'm talking to America, I'm dealing with the kids. I'm on Twitter watching the does, see what they're up to. But my point is, like, you know what I'm saying? There's a ton. When you like, we're doing this, the phones are down, like we're just chatting.
It's so funny you mentioned that because even I've noticed that like even when I go into Angie's and Hobbs, I have like a thing that I do. Like I take obviously the shoes come off, and then my phone, my keys, and my wallet come off, and I put it
on the thing
on the counter.
I do the same thing,
and then it just see you later.
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That I love that.
Oh, shit.
See,
homie, what you got, bud? You hear that rumble, dude? I don't need a gun. I don't know. You probably heard something.
Oh, it's not that. That's just a plane. Is that the wind?
Bro, I swear to God, the other day it was whistling down by like the parking pad.
Yeah.
Because you know, like the park, it's not narrow, but it's like a tunnel.
Yeah.
And the gate was fucking like just rattling back and forth. Where I keep all the garbage and I have everything opened up. Like it was fucking.
It was wild, bro.
Dude.
It was crazy. You know my I don't know if you ever noticed in my room I have French doors, and the thing is broken. The what do you call that? Like the thing that goes in
the latch.
I guess the latch. Yeah, the latch is broken.
From just
no. It's just always been broken.
Okay.
And me and Amaris were like, yo, you know what I have? I have the kids like the thing that to stop kids from opening cabinets. Yeah. I just was like, fuck it, I'll deal with that. And I'm like, yo, this is not this shit's gonna break.
It was insane.
Yeah, the door like that wasn't enough. So the door will like come up and boom and slam. And I'm like, yo, I gotta fix this shit.
In the morning, I remember I'm downstairs. I'm making coffee or something, and then Liz like still upstairs, like I don't know, getting ready to come downstairs or whatever. It was early in the morning, and I heard like a screech or something that I thought Daniela was crying. So I came up. I'm like, "You okay?" She's like, "Yeah, what's up?" And I think it was like fucking things creaking and all the noise from outside. It was crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Imagine living in those middle states.
Son, when there's nothing stopping the wind.
The wind, and they get tornadoes.
That's why they get
like
fucking
the
tornadoes.
same time they get rain.
Nah, bro.
I don't know how people do it.
I'm good.
Like how many times like for example, like the hosts that happen in California. Like how many times does it need to happen before you're like,
I'm out.
Yo, I'm selling.
Yo, that's crazy too. Like there's so many. Again, I have to make conspiracy theories because I'm like, yo, this can't be real. Like the thing that gets me the most out of all those things is like, just clean the brush. Like recently, right now, they have mad rain for recently they had a ton of rain. I don't know if you know, like nonstop rain. So that's gonna wet and create like mud and all that. But then that's gonna dry. Cause it's gonna get sunny and there's gonna be a drought.
Yeah, California's gonna do California shit.
So then like you should clean that up. Cause then there's gonna be another fire.
But then the tax money doesn't go to any of
Yo, that shit is wild, son.
Did you see the conspiracy theory about the whole putting a hard cap on?
Yeah.
What is it called? The smart cities?
Where? In Austin?
No. So there's like I don't know if it's called smart cities or whatever the fuck. The point is that there was a project that had been established that
this is in Cali?
This is in California. It also happened, I forgot where else. It already happened somewhere. I might be fucking butchering this. Yeah. But anyway, who cares? Barely knowledgeable. I know what we're talking about. Exactly. But this futuristic smart city it was already planned out. It was like a project that they wanted to take initiative on, right? And it was already mapped out as to the places that these investors wanted to come in and take over so they could build this whole thing.
This already sounds like an evil villain. You know what I'm saying?
So where the fires took place, if you take the map that they were building and sit it right over California, it takes
that's where it was.
Yup.
Damn.
Now, you talk when you say shit like, oh, conspiracy theories, that's one of those that you're like, if it's not true, doesn't look good.
No, 100%. Yo, imagine that's real. Imagine they were like, yeah, like, let's let loose these fucking crazy cuckoo people. Like, you'll start a fire in these areas.
I'll send you the video later. It's crazy.
I mean, you think about like the perfect firestorm, right? I mean, you would know, but like, yeah, you give the fire as much life as possible, right? So you have brush everywhere for the fire to just fucking keep thriving. Then it's literally like it's windy season. Mm-hmm. So it's like you have a ton of fire. To like enough opportunity for fire to grow. It's windy, so it can spread faster.
And then you have all these, like, not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10, hundreds of people telling you that they're seeing people.
Yeah, starting fires. And then there's no water.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, yo, so these things.
How many things have, yeah.
Now, again, right, maybe it's just, right, maybe people are just like, yo, there haven't been water there for years, or like we don't do the brush for years, and it's just a perfect storm. It's just a matter of time, right?
Which is a thing that has been said 100%. Like, there's a bunch of firefighters that have said, like, the only reason that the fire stopped before is because they got a break from nature. But for the most part, it's been established that, like, one day they weren't gonna get that break. Yeah, it was gonna get pretty bad.
You know what's the craziest shit out of all of this is, like, these people don't get anything. Like, a lot, like, I mean, it's easy because these people are rich, right? So, like, it's easy to not feel bad. But let's just say, like,
not everybody though.
Exactly, yeah. So let's just say the guy that had a small coffee shop there for 20 years, like, he doesn't get anything. Like, if he didn't, let's say most small business owners, like, let's say mom and pop, like, yeah, like, maybe they don't have, like, their shit together. Like, you know, they do. They
live in paycheck.
Yeah, so like, you know, they own the business, but they just gave themselves a job almost, like, where they're underpaid because they probably do a ton. Like, I'm just trying to think, like, those people don't get anything.
And then even more so, the people that the 72,000 fire. Do you know about that too? Like, about a month prior to the fires, or maybe a little more, whatever. Allstate canceled 72,000 fire hot home.
Yeah. No, that I know. I mean, but you see, like, the thing with that is, like, it makes sense. Like, they're an insurance company. They need to make money. Like, so if you wanted them to stay, like, if you're an insurance or you're an underwriter, right? So your job is to calculate risk and make sure that it's worth it, right? Like, that's literally what they do. They're the best. They're predictors. That's all they do. So what they're probably calculating is, like, what you're saying. Like, yeah, like, they're like, hey, boss. So we have X amount of exposure. There's a ton of brush, and I heard from a guy that there's no water in the reservoir, and it's windy season coming up. I think we should just drop these people because we're gonna lose fucking billions of dollars. That is the right response for a business. Maybe you could make the argument for morals. Yeah. But in terms of business, that makes sense. What I would have responded if I'm the government is, like, why? I would be like, right, you would call and be like, hey, Allstate, why did you just drop 72,000 homes? Well, you fuckface, I just learned that you guys don't have fucking water and you guys refuse to. And then I should be like, oh, shit.
Maybe I should get some water.
Maybe I should do something about this. That's where I'm like, yo, what happened?
Because there's a bunch of monkeys trying to fuck a food.
And then it goes back to that. Like, it's either that, right? Or, right, it's like, I don't know which one's better, right? Like, the person that has, like, malicious intent or the person that's just fucking stupid. Like, I don't know which one's better. They're not good, but I don't know if, like, I want the fucking Dr. Evil or do I want the fucking, I don't know.
I think stupidity is worse because even Dr. Evil still has some self-interest. So he's gonna want to do some bad. Yeah. But there still has to be some form of, like, all right, but I still have to be able to salvage me. Yeah. And there's only so much I could do. Where stupidity, it could just go fucking off the rails and you don't know what the fuck is going on.
That's true. But then it's like stupidity, at least you can, I guess, to use, like, characters like the Joker, right? Like, he's scary because you're like, this motherfucker.
You don't care.
And it's hard to control him, you know, because this guy's just as smart as me, as opposed to the dumb dude where it's just like.
But the difference is, like what they say, the difference is the Joker is, like, he doesn't mind doing those things even at his own expense.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just like, but I delivered the joke.
Yeah.
And I don't care. Yeah, man. Let's see where all this shit goes, man. It's gonna be funny. I just can't wait for the aliens to come now and all this other shit. No more.
The drones?
Drones are gone.
That's crazy, right? Like, that was a big thing.
Drones are gone. Aliens are real.
We're done with that.
Airplanes are falling.
I want to see the files that all these files are supposed to come out.
Dude. It's gonna. I tell you, at the very least, it's gonna be a interesting 4 years.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I'm excited to learn about Martin Luther King. What happened with him? I feel like there's something there, like with him, like the guy that killed them and all that. That guy has a super interesting story. I wanna my next read. I'm gonna try to find a book on Martin Luther. You know what I've gotten into? Dominican history. I saw a small documentary on like Trujillo. They didn't know anything about him.
That motherfucker was ruthless.
Yeah.
You never saw the whole what is it called?
Anything you
butterflies?
say? Nothing.
No?
I haven't seen anything
about like the Mara and the Mirabal sisters. No,
no.
Didn't you go to Ice-90?
No, I went to Stit.
Yeah, I learned about it because of that. Because they were like, that was the name of the school.
Yeah.
Ice-90 is the Mirabal sisters.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, because it's Washington Heights.
Still not
Dominican.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought Washington Heights was a part. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, I thought that word was like a part
it's just, like, there were like 3 sisters, and he was like in love with like one of them, and she denied him, and then or something. I'm probably fucking up the story again. Point is, she got with like one of the guys that was trying to like overthrow him, and it became like very vindictive, so he killed all 3 of them.
There it is.
Yeah, he was fucking great.
That guy's story is very similar to like every like you almost, if I'm not mistaken, like he was like the people's champ, and then he got in, and then he fucking flipped on these motherfuckers. I feel like that's every
story. Fidel, Hitler,
South Korea, right? Like, hey man, everyone's starving. We're gonna like just give us all the land. We got y'all, and it's
we're
like
feed you.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. We're gonna feed you a little bit. A little bit.
We never said how much.
How much? I mean, everybody's gonna get a little bit, and then he's fat.
Every story is like, I feel like of these like people that we would say are evil always start the same way. Genghis Khan, I want to read about him too.
Dude,
I know nothing about him.
What?
Which is great because I know I should, so I'm excited.
I just ruin some shit for you?
No, I'm gonna read it anyway.
So he killed so many people during the time that he was in power that he affected the carbon footprint.
That's amazing.
Of planet Earth.
You're welcome. He went green. That's good.
He went green. Also,
that's crazy.
Genghis Khan has the biggest family bloodline.
That I know about.
Far.
Yeah, that I know about.
He has thousands of kids.
That's
thousands of kids. He's
the man. If that's what he wanted to do, then he did it at the highest
level, dude. He basically almost took over entire Asia at one point.
That's wild. One thing I do know about him,
his power extended super.
Yeah, one thing that was cool about him though that I heard was like the reason why that worked. It was he wouldn't try to instill his like rules and like into every.
Oh yes, he was very accepting of people's religions.
Yeah, yeah. So it was like you almost like you can play like he almost let you play in your park that he was watching over, but you could still play in your park though. Yeah. This is my park now.
Yeah,
which is
don't fuck around. I'll fuck your wife too.
Which goes to I guess what I'm learning now in for work now that we're trying to extend more is like you don't probably you probably relate to this because of the army the Rangers, but like even with firefighting you probably relate to this a lot. So like decentralized leadership. So with a small group, like you can get like this guy's telling everyone the thing, but as you expand, that you can't do that. You got to have like decentralized command. So it's like this guy is going to tell these 5 guys, then these 5 guys are going to be like, okay, like I have to get to this. Okay, cool. This how I'm gonna get to this, but that's not how this guy's gonna get to this.
The interest up there, and I'm gonna do it my way.
Yeah, and then it's like the whole decentralized command. So like that's like basically to my point. Like that flip, I don't know that I don't care about the flip. It's funny, but like that's what it is. Like my job is this part. And I know that this is going to help support the big goal, but I don't know what you're doing. You know, like I don't know what my project manager is doing to get that flip done and make it look nice and make sure it hits our numbers. I don't care. I can't care because I have to make sure that like my little city is, you know, like
you're trying to control just this thing.
That's it.
Yeah.
But like but that's how you grow. Like as long as the North Star is clear cut, everyone knows exactly where they're going. Then you have to be like, okay, now you control your city, you control your city, you control your city.
But it's my city.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm giving you the power to do whatever you want.
Exactly.
But it's mine.
So it makes sense. When I hear that, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like you can't.
There's stories of that. There's that he said the way he used to like when his enemies would obviously trying to like chase him, not chase him down, but like kind of flank him or whatever. If he found out about it, what he would do instead of putting his force there, he would build a wall of all the people that he had killed to take over that city. And then put it where they were coming from, just so they knew, like, hey, you could join them if you want.
Wow, son.
That's fucking...
That's awesome.
That's
again fucked up,
dark
but
shit. Dude.
But it's like it's next level.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying.
You sure you want to do this? You want to fuck around, find out? Yeah.
Like imagine, like I'm just like, damn.
Like, yeah, imagine you're like part of the other army.
That's what I'm saying.
Or whatever, or that force, whatever, and you go up to that and you see a
like,
wall of that. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm good, dude.
Yo,
I'm good. I'm straight.
We out.
Yeah, let him do him, dude.
Look. Like, come on.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. I have to. I'm done with like business books for a little bit, so I want to start reading a couple of like these books.
If you want another one that's also, and I had to take like a couple breaks from it because it was just like, because I most of my audibles I listen to on my way to work pretty early, and it was just like, this is way too dark to start my day. The Rape of Nanking.
No, I've never.
No,
I don't even know. No.
One thing that Asian history is so ignored in like Western culture, especially around the US. But like when you like, and I don't want to offend anybody, but like in some of the stuff that I've read in that book of shit that happened during the Rape of Nanking, it makes the fucking Holocaust look like a fucking walk in the park.
God damn.
Yeah.
What's it called?
The Rape of Nanking.
Nanking.
Yeah. Nan.
Yeah, so I'll look it up. Yeah.
It's crazy stuff. So I'm not going to give too much, but the craziest thing that I remember was that there were stories about that if the Japanese was it Japan? I forget. The point is, one of the things that the forces used to do is that if a couple wouldn't agree to just fall in place with whatever was going on, they would take the youngest, split them in half, and have each one of them hold a half and parade them on the street.
God damn, son.
Dude. Yeah. Go to sleep with that.
That's
fucking dark shit, man.
That was, and you know what's crazy? That all this stuff was like a couple of like, it wasn't that many people.
A couple of people ago.
Yeah. It's like two or three people go like, wild shit was happening, man.
And now we got drones that we oh
my God.
And Doge and all this shit. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. History, and it's going quick. And that, again, bunch of monkeys. At the end of the day, things are way better off.
Oh my God, way better.
Universally, we're so much better off now.
Yo,
and we forget.
Bro, you know what I always tell Maris? I'm like, it's not that crazy. I'm like, you ever, I'm like, when's the last time you took the train?
Yeah.
I was like, have you died? Have someone stabbed you? Because I don't see another, like, if you want to talk about we're safe, we're fine, go think about the idea of getting in a subway train underground, locked in. With hundreds of people in the train. If you're safe there, we're good, man. Like shit will happen, of course, right? But like, bro,
there's always room for improvement, no matter the place we're in.
But come on, son.
We got it pretty fucking good. We get to make fun of shit. That's how, like, we find out more news nowadays by memes and jokes that we do from actual news networks.
You see what
and that
Germany's
alone
doing?
is hilarious. What?
Germany, they had this thing. I could be again butchering this, but in Germany, they are like arresting citizens for like saying like if you say like purposely mean things.
That's crazy.
And listen to the argument. The argument is like, we'll put you away for longer because if you tell someone something like racist or disrespectful or whatever the fuck they want to pick on that day in person, at least it only happens for that instance. And then it's not, that's it. But if you say it online, it's there forever. So that's their justification for like putting you away for longer.
What?
That's legit. I'll send it to you. That's crazy. That can't. I'm like, we take it for granted, bro. Living here, like, I'm like, this is crazy,
dude. The U.S. is a fucking shit show, but it is a party to live on,
bro. Come on,
because there's so much to fix. Yes, and I know there's people struggling and stuff, but again, look at how we get our news.
We get to talk shit.
We get to talk mad shit,
bro,
and funny stuff.
Yeah.
Too. So actually, some of the most popular news shows that we have in the country are based on comedy.
Oh yeah.
Like that's how we express, like that alone is great. Like there's so many places that you can't do that.
Yeah, bro. Or like satire where it's just not real.
Yeah.
Like for every channel and for every thing that I follow, like on YouTube or like on Twitter, I follow like the opposite of it. So if I follow like a news thing, I'll follow like the satire version of that.
You know, I
love it.
I do that too, where like I'll go down these rabbit holes of like super far right, or super far left, just to see, like it's just fun, to touch the pulse, just to see where I'm at. And it on both. By the way, the first thing that I noticed, I was like, oh, it's the same shit.
They're the same.
They're
people.
the same fucking people.
They go here and they go all the way.
Yeah, and then they meet themselves. Yeah. Yep, that they meet themselves because they're doing the same thing. It's but just a different.
We get to enjoy it, bro.
Yeah, no, this is the fun shit.
I love all of it. I love all of it. Mary's like, did you get into politics more? I'm like, no, but I realize literally how funny it is. I don't know anything real. Don't ask me my opinion because I really don't know. I can tell you what I think I know, but I don't confirm it.
I think my political education comes mostly from how I feel morally about how I think people should be treated. Everything else is just me.
Shenanigans. It's all shenanigans after that. Yeah, like I think you should be nice and you should, and I think it should be a meritocracy. You should work to earn 100%. That's it. Yeah. Like if you earned it, like if you worked for it, I don't want to be given. I don't think anyone should be given anything. Work for it. You worked harder than me. You should get it.
Yeah.
And then there's talent, and I like that there's talent. I like the idea that there's people that I can practice something forever. And then this guy can just stand up and just
do it.
Some people are like, it's not fair. I love that.
Yeah.
That's what spices it up a little bit.
That's how you get fucking LeBron James.
Yeah. And that's awesome to see. Like my boy Miguel in high school, he's Dominican like me, but he's dark skinned. Different genetics. Pull-ups, ain't no way. He would be 2-3 months, and then he hop on the pull-up bar, bro.
20
muscle ups. Me, bro, my muscle ups are like I gotta tilt to a side. Fucking one. My boy's like whap, and I'm like, that's great.
Yeah,
you know, I love that.
That's how you get circuses and professional sports and
all of that.
You need people like that around.
Outliers.
Yeah,
I love them
on both sides.
Yeah. I love it, bro. You got the fat souls. You know what movie I saw? I think you guys saw it too. Fat Camp? No.
No, it was Fat.
No, it wasn't. It's not called Fat Camp. Heavyweights. Yo, I saw me and Marisol. The kids weren't into it. I was tight. Abby wasn't into it, but me and Marisol saw the whole thing.
Was that your first time watching it?
No. I used to watch it as a kid, bro. Since I was a kid, it was the first time. That movie's fucking hilarious.
It's so good.
Yo, that shit still holds.
Yeah?
It still holds. Like the jokes and everything, like it's still relevant.
I have to watch it. I haven't
seen it.
Yo,
it's so good. It's on Disney. It's so good, bro. It's funny. Like he's like trying to get in shape, and he was like, turn off the fucking camera, and then he was like abusing the kids, and then the kids are making fun of him. Yo.
That's great, man. Ben Stiller he killed it, man.
Yeah, bro. He's good. But yo, you gotta watch it. Heavyweights, bro. It's such a funny movie.
That movie's when was that? I can't remember the last time I saw it.
Yo, the funniest scene is like he thought that he hid. So one of the counselors that used to be in fat camp snitched on them on where the stashes are. But smart ass fucking kid, he snitched on them later because he was like, yo, if you give me money, I'll sneak in snacks. Smart move. So he took away the inventory. So then they have to pay him to refill it. So this guy, they're like working out, but they're doing terrible, whatever. But point is, like, they're like recording now because like now they're like the midway weigh-ins to see how much they've lost. But they've all gained weight. Like they all gained like 15 pounds while they're there. And this guy's like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Yo, and these kids are like clapping for themselves, like who gained the most weight? Yo,
that's good,
son. That scene had me dying.
You know what's funny about the kid Goldberg?
Yeah,
from
Mighty Ducks.
He is, to me, he's always Goldberg.
Yeah.
Like anytime he was in a movie, it's Goldberg.
Goldberg.
That's who he is.
That's who I'm pretty sure that's what we were calling him in Heavyweights. We're like, oh, Goldberg.
Yeah, that kid was hilarious.
Yo, bro,
man.
he's the man,
He's
bro.
so funny.
I gotta watch Mighty Ducks, man.
Mighty Ducks was good. I saw it not too long ago and it held.
Okay,
it was all right. But now when I see movies like that,
yo, Heavyweights, bro.
Like The Sandlot, I've seen 1,000 times.
Oh, I love
and every time it's on, I still watch it again.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's the best.
Heavyweights, though, bro. You gotta watch it. Hop saw it. He's like, yo, that shit had me dying, bro.
Did you see? Speaking of like fat people,
yeah.
Did you see the whole thing with Theo and?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Uber driver, bro.
No, but that shit was wild.
Yo, you saw when she went to the Breakfast Club?
No.
Yo, you just watch it, bro. I'm gonna look it up and send it to you, bro. She went to the Breakfast Club, and
the Charlemagne fucking
bro, she couldn't fit in the chair. So they had like a what do you call it? Like a bench, and they had to drag the bench for her to sit down. And she's like, yeah, like we should be accommodated. I'm like, yo,
no, you should lose weight.
Like this ain't real life, bro.
What did this dude say?
Nah, he tried to keep a straight face. Like he kept it very professional. I was like, come on,
maybe I would thought he would have gone. He's known for going.
No, yeah. I think it was too easy. Like I think it was too much.
Yeah,
like he was like, no, this is too easy.
Yeah,
like,
he's gonna look like an asshole. I guess.
I gotta send you this.
But he said, Cat Williams, and they were talking about the fires. You didn't see the podcast at all?
Which one? With Theo and Theo? No, I started. Yeah. I haven't finished it,
bro. You gotta watch it. But they were talking about the California fires, and he said that one of the things that he thought of was nobody in my 600-pound life that lived in California could get out. He's like, there's an entire demographic of this country that they can't move. And then Thea goes like, yeah, man, you tell them to evacuate the building and all they do is like lean to the side.
Yo, bro, I'll send it to you. Yeah, bro, what happened to those people? They're done, man.
Bro.
The burden you put on like your family too, son. That shit must be wild.
Yeah, it is. Because you got to be, oh my God.
And then like I always think of like the underboob and like all of that shit. Start catching fungus and shit.
In between the thighs and
shit living there. Like you got fucking organisms growing out of that.
And like even us, like let's say you lock yourself in this room for a week. If I come in a week later, bro, this fucking room will smell like shit.
Straight
up.
Like
we are just nasty. That's why we shower and we brush our teeth and we take care of ourselves and we try to eat. Dude, if you don't do that, the body becomes an absolute. It's fucking disgusting, and the smell lingers.
And then the skin cells, you don't give them a chance to get removed, so they're just compiling on themselves. It's just
dead skin on you. It's fucking gross. We're like a nasty little. We're little plague almost. Yeah, everywhere we go, we fuck shit up.
Kids, fucking nasty.
Yeah, exactly. You're fucking eating their boogers and shit. But yeah, Gotta keep it. This is why we gotta take care of ourselves.
Come on, America, try to better.
Mitigate it.
Yeah, son, America got to do better, bro. Abby even knows healthy foods versus non-healthy foods. Be like, I know this is trash, Dad. But,
really?
Yeah. Oh, I don't play that shit.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and she'll be like, look, I don't want to eat the rice. She's like, today, she's like, well, let me eat all the chicken. I was like, all right, deal.
Protein.
You know, exactly, because she knows it's protein. She's like, that gets you strong. I was like, yeah, if you don't want the rice, that's fine. Eat the chicken. She'll eat all the chicken. I'm like, we good. That's it.
That's cute.
Yeah, man.
I like that.
Little things like that. Like I said, I don't deprive them, but you know, at least make them aware.
You deprive yourself either. If you do your thing.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not eating a donut though.
Yeah, well, you had a problem.
Yeah.
Another thing too, before like when it comes to like the food addiction, I feel like it is the worst addiction you can have.
Oh, because you still need it.
If you're an alcoholic, don't go to a bar. Don't be around people that drink. Same thing with drugs. But food, you have to eat.
Yes,
you have to eat. So every day they have to exercise that
will to stop.
To like not do those things.
Damn, bro, but you know what it is too, bro? Like I know we could wrap it up, but like, but people should know, like, I just wish people were like, I mean, let's see. My boy, the only person I care about in politics is my boy RFK. I really do hope he does something. But like, goddamn, son, like we gotta at least like show people. Like, there's a lot of people that don't know what like healthy is. Like, because bro, people think healthy is like salad. I'm like, that's not necessarily healthy. Number one,
no, yeah.
And like number two, you think you're like you're consuming less calories. You might not be, depending on like what you're throwing on that bitch. So like you might be eating a salad every day, and like you're not helping yourself, and it's nasty because you don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like you like burgers, bro. You can eat a burger literally every day. Like maybe let's not eat the buns, but like you can legit ground beef, throw everything on it, like except for the bread, and like you can eat that shit every day, and you'll probably be fine. Mm-hmm. Like, but people don't know that. Instead, they think like salad is the answer, like this.
But it's because you removed that from the dude. Like, we used to have a health class.
Yeah,
you
bro.
Remember that?
Yes.
Apparently, that's not a thing anymore.
That's crazy.
I remember I had a teacher, and she used to bring in food, and she would bring in like carrots and hummus. And these dips and all this, and she would teach us about the food, not the food chart, but she was like, this is what protein is, this is what carbs are, this is what this is. And that's not there anymore. And then on top of that, now you also remove fitness. So now not only are you not making people health conscious, now the one time that people get, especially kids, when like that's the time that you want to be the most active, or that you can be the most active. Now you're removing the part where they actually get to move their body the most, or like test them on a certain level to see where their fitness is. You remember like the boop?
Yeah. What is it? The pedometer? No, not the pedometer. The fuck. Metrodome? I know this. No.
I don't fucking know.
Fuck. I know because I used to have to do it in PAL nonstop. Fuck, man. But you just press play and then it tells you like every time you hear the beep, you have to whatever.
And it was like spaced out, and then it just kept getting shorter and shorter.
I don't remember, but I do remember.
There was that. It was the push-ups, right? It was
the track. Well, in Dubs, they used to make us run
the
mile or something.
Mile.
Yeah.
Then there used to be the flexion of your hamstrings.
Yeah, bro. None of that. Like, it was sad. Like, Emmy and Abby's podcast, like, they were like, what do you like about school? They were like, yeah, we like to learn, whatever. But it was like, sometimes when the teacher's talking too much, like, then I don't like it anymore. I'm like, no, what's happening is your body is like, yo, get up. Like, you need to at least walk around and regroup. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, it's not your fault. I almost want to be like, guys, it's not your fault. Yeah. Like, you're not doing something wrong. It's like, that's natural. You're not supposed to be sitting for that long.
Which is crazy, because this is like common knowledge. Most experts tell you that if you're studying, you should walk away from the material every half hour.
Yeah. Walk around, do something that's gonna yeah. There's a quote that I have on my board now. It's like work like, I forgot who said it. It was like work like a lion or some shit. Like rest a lot, like, and then fucking go hard and then go back to sleep. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then again, wake up, go fucking hard, and then just go back to sleep. Like that's what lions do.
I like it.
Me too, right? Like just like don't fucking try to multitask and like do a bunch of things. No.
We already agreed. There's no such thing as multitasking.
Do this thing, do it fucking right, do it nonstop, do it, and then like and I know because I watch a lot of stupid YouTube videos and I'm like, oh, that's what I'm like after intense working, I'll be like, let me just watch. And I was like, what the fuck are you watching?
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just need something
stupid,
something silly.
Yeah, just stupid.
Like, silly. And then dive back in.
I just fuck around with this dude.
This guy right here.
And fucking big head.
Oh, at least he got in his fucking bed.
Yeah. It's kind of cute. Yeah, man. Good shit.